What's up, everybody, and welcome to This Week in Madden show 129, as always, joined by my co-host, SGibs, rocking a Wolf shirt. SGibs was doing all kinds of crazy stuff earlier. He kept getting phone calls. I had no idea what was happening. However, it was just a fantasy football trade that got done in the works. So we got plenty of Madden tips coming up for you tonight, guys. And as a reminder, we said that we would give away this Cam Newton autographed MUT card when we got that 10,000 followers. And indeed, we will hold up to that promise. So tonight, you'll have a shot to win this Cam Newton MUT card. Gibbs, game of the week. Who's your opponent? What are you going to do?
Playing the MUT Crew. I don't know. We set it up to be against Scomo, but you know what? You never know with the MUT Crew. They got Chase plays Madden. They got Chase plays on the game of the week. Chase drinks water. Chase eats ice cream. So he's been playing maybe him, maybe someone else in the MUT Crew. I'm not really sure. So we're going to be playing that. That's the game of the week. I think maybe I'll play one game, and then maybe you'll play one game. We'll see how it goes. But
okay. Maybe a best 2 out of 3 type thing here.
Yes. So one thing to make note, I know DJ Mateo called me out. He said that he was the MUT mogul. He said that he wears suits, and that's cool and that's awesome. But you know what, DJ Mateo?
Not even a real DJ, by the way.
I think he's a real DJ. He's a real DJ. But
I don't know about that.
I think he's a real DJ. So number one,
I don't think so.
He wanted me to wear my finest suit. And listen, I've worn my finest suit about 12 times this summer. Okay, it's hot in here. I don't wear a suit unless I'm going to a wedding. That's my one rule. That's the only time I wear a suit. The rest of the time, I like to wear shorts. And if I really need to feel really powerful, I wear the Howling at the Wolves 3 Wolves
Triple Wolf Pack
t-shirt. The Wolf Pack, baby. This shirt gives me all the power that I need. It sustains me. It helps me grow this sweet goatee. And it keeps me fueled as a MUT mogul. That's all you need. You can get this item, check it on Amazon, the Howling at the Moon Wolves t-shirt. You're going to enjoy it. It's awesome.
All right, so as a MUT mogul, do you have a MUT mogul move you're about to make here?
I do. So,
what is that going to be? If
you go on over to the Xbox One mine here, you're going to notice I have a nice item here. It's called Le'Veon Bell Rising Star Edition. You take a look at this item. Far as you see right here, take a look at some of his stats, some of his measurables. He's going for about 6,000 coins right now in a buy now in status. And we take a look at the stats: 86 speed, 88 agility, 90 excel, 93 truck, 85 carry. If you combine him with another Rising Star, he turns into an 83 overall item. And then he has better stats like better trucking and things like that. So what I'm going to do, I'm not going to purchase him, but what I'm going to do, I have one already currently on my roster. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put him up on the auction block for 100 coins.
You're going to 150 him, or you're going to 100 him.
100, whatever the lowest I can get is, okay? The lowest I can get, okay? And then I want one of you, a Twim watcher, to go out and try and see if you can snag them as we take a look at my squad. Pretty good, no big deal with Keekly. So let's find them here.
And I've combined these two guys. I've had the 80 into an 83. Pretty good overall item. A mixture of the best that you're going to find. You're going to find a little bit of speed in them, but a little bit of power too. So, you know, you can get a LeGarrette Blount, you can get a Alfred Morris, you can get a Reggie Bush, you can get a CJ Spiller, you can get those guys, but you can just get one Le'Veon Bell. He can do a little bit of everything. He's kind of a mix, and that way you don't have to sub in as much if you're just kind of new.
10 million coins. All right, guys, ready? Get set. And if you win, if you go and get them in the auction house on Xbox One, then post in the chat. Let us know that you got it. Okay, ready? Set, post, go, and
good luck.
Good luck to the guy that gets that.
Good luck.
100 coins.
Set that defensive tackle position real fast here.
Yeah.
We want to talk real quick about the MUT value item of the week. We're going to talk defensive tackles real quick. Gibbs is going to set his up, but we want to just share one item that we're big fans of, and that's going to be, for me, an interior defensive tackle with good acceleration, Aaron Donald from the Rams. If you're new to Ultimate Team, you don't have maybe the best budget going yet, 72 overall, he's a guy that can really help out your squad. I know Gibbs, if he's trying to stop the run, he's going to have some different guys that he's interested in. But let's take a quick look at the Aaron Donald. If you're new to the Ultimate Team and you need to get that defensive lineup, we'll take a quick question. Then we'll be jumping into the game with some tips.
Yeah, guys, this is a new segment that we're doing on Twim each week. It's the Aaron. What team was he on for us?
He's on the Rams.
Rams, okay. And basically what we're doing here is we want to show you value items that you can find out there that are going to be good for your roster. So take a look at this item right here. Buy now, Aaron Donald. He's going for 650 coins, and you know, this guy is going to be a guy that will be able to get after the quarterback with 80 speed, 91 strength, what I really like, and then 85 power move, 84 pursuit, 83 block shed.
Yeah, go over to his acceleration too, because if you look at Donald, 80, that speed for a D tackle is insane. 91 strength that he has to match up with that is still amazing for that low level of a player, for a low level gold like that. And then you're going to get, you know, 85 acceleration, so he might be coming through on some blitzes and everything. Really nice card to start off with. For a low price, that's real nice. Now to double back and give you a card that I think is that would complement this item, that can be more of your beef guy, that can be a great run stuffer. It's Casey Hayward, or what's it? Cameron Hayward?
Cameron Hayward on the Steelers. I mean, this guy is, if you're a budget guy.
Craig Ironhead Hayward's son, RIP.
He will be on your roster for a very long time when you take a look at his measurables. So he's cheap as well. 850 coins right now on Xbox One. That seems to be a little low. Usually, right around like 1,000, 2,000 coins. But I would suggest that someone go out and grab this 850 coin right here, because this card is a beast. 73 speed. 91 block shed falls, 91 strength, guys, 90 tackle.
So basically what Gibbs is trying to tell you, whether or not you play MUT or you just play regular, a card like this is going to be great at stopping the run. He's going to be able to play 3-4 end, or he's going to be able to play 4-3 D tackle, especially in run stuffing situations. 91 strength means he's not going to get pushed back. Block shed means he's going to be able to slip off blocks, potentially get into the backfield, blow up a play. That's good acceleration too. He's going to have to be a short tackler. So that's what you want to look for in ratings. And you want to be able to move those guys around. That power move too is going to allow him to get in on passing plays and rush. So that's kind of what all those ratings do, whether or not you play any mode.
That's the value item of the week. Value items of the week. Last week was tight ends. This week defensive line. Now, something else I want to talk about. I have a card that item that I personally believe that is the most.
Giving this bad boy away. Reminder. You don't get the in-game item unless SGibs wants to buy it for you in-game. I think he should. I think SGibs should, because this is mine, and he said, SGibs said we would give it away when we got to 10,000 followers, and we did. I feel like he knew we were gonna. And now I feel like he should have to give away an 84 overall cam.
Maybe. We'll see.
We'll see.
So the next part we're going to talk here, Farls, are your I want to call them the most versatile player in, I want to call your deck, right? This is like almost a deck of items here, right? Most versatile item, my opinion, that I think if you can boot these coins, if you can spare these coins for this guy is going to do a lot of things for your squad, and his name is fullback Marcel Reese.
His first name's fullback? That's crazy.
Good one. But he goes for, I think, right around like between 40 and 50K, depending on, you know, if it's the weekend, during the week. Real nice item. 90 speed, 6'3", good strength. He can run block, he can catch, he can carry the rock. So the way you can implement him is you can put him at tight end to go out and catch passes, and he's one of the fastest tight ends you're going to find. Okay. Plus, he's got good height, so he's great in the passing game. He's got a 75 run block, 83 strength, so you can use him at a traditional fullback to lead block for a halfback. But then, because of his speed and his agility, you're able to move him and use him at halfback if you wanted to. So you can use this guy at 3 different positions and have a lot of success with him. I would say that if you want to have a Swiss Army knife in your offense, it's this guy right here.
Marcel Reese SGibs, interesting choice. If I had to say, I would not spare the coins to get the Marcel Reese. In my opinion, the most versatile player in all of Ultimate Team is Reginald Bush. And the reason I like Reginald Bush, 80 overall halfback, go put him at your slot receiver real quick and just test him out. So if you were to swap Mike Evans and Reggie Bush, what you're going to see is Reggie Bush goes to 85 overall at wide receiver. He's got 94 speed. He's faster than Reese. He's got 90 elusive. You know, he is going to be a Swiss Army knife for your offense if you do jet sweeps, if you like screen passes to the outside. He can go to the #1 position. He can play the slot. He can be a mobile piece in the backfield, play either spot. Because the other day, SGibs, I saw you run a fullback dive while you were live streaming.
Yeah.
and you gave the ball to Delaney Walker. You didn't give it to Marcel Reese, so I don't want to hear. It's like having a can over in your back
because
pocket.
I had him at tight end. I had him at tight end.
Yeah, but if he's a Swarmy knife, you're supposed to get him in the best position to win.
I do. I put him in different spots.
But you didn't.
I wanted him as a decoy. I wanted him as a decoy. Want him as a decoy. False.
I didn't like it, SGibs.
It's too bad.
I didn't like it. I'm calling you out on that. Go get a Reggie. He's a third of a quarter. He's 25%.
He's pretty cheap now. He's real cheap now.
25% of the coins it would take to get a Reese. Can play just as many positions. Stud for your lineup. All right, here we go. Let's jump in and take a first look at the first question in the mailbag. How's the chat doing tonight, Gibbs? All the regulars in there?
Oh, we got the regulars in here. Serpsies, Ducks, Primetime, KCS, Erlich's in the house, my dude, Flip Cup, New, Senior Nacho. I think I've seen Senior Nacho before.
And a quick question here from, so we take questions in the chat, guys. We take questions in the chat. We take questions on Twitter. We got some in the mailbag that you'll see here in a second if you look at that. But a good one coming in from Shomokinu. Have you used the 90 Reggie Bush, Gibbs? I know you've seen the stats on the 90 Reggie Bush. Do you like that card? What are your thoughts on it? Just a quick question here.
Yeah.
It's a pretty sweet card.
Yeah, so the way I usually feel about those types of items is that obviously it's an upgrade from that Reggie, right? Obviously 10 points overall. But a lot of times it's not that crazy of an upgrade, especially this early in the year. So what ends up happening is it worth it to spend? I mean, that Reggie's like 200,000 more coins.
Right.
Is it worth it to get like one more speed, two more agility? You know what I mean?
It's a lot of ducats.
Where you could maybe take those coins, keep that Reggie, still be good with him, and then upgrade elsewhere with your squad. I mean, that's where I question. You know, is it really worth that value, Farls? Is it worth the value?
85 overall. Or no, he's 85 carry. Reggie has the 85 carry.
Shout out to XDun615, Daryl K, DS Garland, Roan Effect in the house, Slick Top Shot, It's Johnny Digital, Daryl K, Crowbarts, Deep White Magic. All the dudes are here tonight. Let's go.
All right, guys, let's take a look and jump in on our first mailbag question of the night. This one is coming in from the man, the myth, the legend, Big Slow. How can you target tight ends in Madden 15, especially with a mobile quarterback like a Russell Wilson? So we're going to jump over here and take a look at this question. Gibbs is going to break it down. He's got the single back, ace pair flex. He's got a lot of different formations here where we can use those tight ends.
Absolutely, and if you want to take advantage of a dual tight end set with a mobile quarterback like Russell Wilson, there's one play in particular that I think that you're going to have a lot of success with, and it actually happens to be in the Seattle Seahawks offensive playbook. So if you're following along and you have the playbook and you're in practice, I want you to go to single back ace out of that Seahawks playbook. When you go into this playbook, there's one specific play I want you to target. It's called tight end cross. Select that play. Farls, you come out, cover 2, you know, one of the favorite plays, cover 3, whatever whatever you decide. So let's move the rock back a little bit, just get a little depth on the field. I make one adjustment to this play, Farls, and what's beautiful about this play is you can flip it. So I can flip it to the open side, I can flip it to the strong side, doesn't really matter, right? So you come out in the play stock, you see you have the 2 deep cross patterns, which is pretty unique. There's only 2 plays in the game that have these stock, okay?
Yep.
This formation and one of the Pittsburgh Steelers 5 wide. So what I would do with this one play is I'd take the far left receiver and I'd place him on a drag. Okay, so now I have an underneath pattern, and I create a high-low and then a deep mesh. Farls, tell me what a mesh is.
Mesh is just going to be 2 simple crossing routes over the middle of the field, really tough for man-to-man defenses to hang with it.
All right, so that's what we're looking here. And then we have an underneath drag, so we create a high-low mesh type concept, which is great for a lot of different types of defenses. So what I would recommend is you want to get out of the pocket here with Russell Wilson. You want to take advantage of his mobility. So that snap of the ball, I'm going to look to kind of roll out wide, get out wide, get out wide, get out wide, and then I could either cut up field here, or depending if it's a cover 3, in that situation, the cover 2, I would want to dump the ball down to the underneath drag. So in this instance here, I'll show you that one more time. I was trying to show the scramble there. So at the snap of the ball, I drag out, I drag out. See how the zones drift away from this the drag? So when they drift away, that now gives me an alley to throw the ball to the receiver on the drag route.
Right.
Or I could scramble upfield with Russell Wilson.
Right.
So if I face a cover 3 now, you'll see the difference, what happens to a cover 3. If you flick left on the right stick, Farls, you get to the cover 3. All right, so snap of the ball. This time I'm going to roll out, roll out, roll out, roll out, roll out. And you can see this time, though, I'm able to get that corner out that opens up behind the zone, and we're able to get the play there. So this is all based on the mobility of the quarterback. If I were to stay in the pocket, I have completely different reads. the mobility changes everything. I have to now kind of sit in the pocket and kind of wait for them to hit a window in the zone.
You got to throw it earlier.
Correct. You got to throw it earlier. So depending on how you want to play, you could still run this play and have success without having a mobile quarterback, but you have to hang in the pocket, and then you have to kind of make your read. Okay, a little earlier, bad throw there, but if you want to play with mobility, you look to get outside the pocket and look to kind of get a little loose with your quarterback. Here in this instance, I dumped the ball down, another bad throw, but that's what we're trying to do with this one play.
Nice.
And it has a deep post.
Gotta like deep post.
Deep post. You know, if you get up there with that middle linebacker, I can sneak. If I get a good throw, give me that. But that's where you can sneak that play. You can sneak that post in there every once in a while.
Yeah, that's a play you're going to want to mix into your offense.
Someone ran this on me a couple days ago in a game, and it was tough.
I mean, you have the ability. Tough. So what I think, one quick thing about it that's really nice is, you can make this out of any play. You have these two crossing patterns.
Right.
However, those two crossing routes get to pretty unique spots on the field. They get a little bit deeper. They might have the potential to get actually behind those zones where many plays won't actually get in behind those zones. So you can slant, drag, zig those two tight ends all day, but it doesn't really matter. If you want to get in behind zones, you can use this stock play. It's just a nicer way to kind of handle everything. All right, here we go. Let's take a look at our next question in the mailbag, Gibbs. This one is from GP Madden. He wants to know, how can I take away a wide receiver who is crushing me in Madden 15? Like a big number one, just taking him down. What would be your first adjustment that you would use?
It's a great question from GP Madden. The very first thing I would do is I would man him up, that receiver. So a lot of times what I like to do, even if I'm playing like just a kind of a basic like ice defense, coverage defense in this situation, Farls, what I would do here is I would take my defensive line, I'd crash it down.
Yep.
Then what I would do is I would QB contain. Okay. And then I would take the DN. Say Zach Miller's causing me a problem.
Yep.
I take the DN in front of him. I just man him up on Zach Miller. So can you tell me the buttons on that combination?
So to do that, you press A up on the right stick. A, because that's Zach Miller's thing, and then you're all set.
Right. So that's Zach Miller's icon is that A button. So then that mans up the defender that you were on. So now in this case, say that route to Miller has been really causing me a problem. Well, now I have a defense here where I have an extra defender on him, and I get an errant throw there. Our batteries die. What else is new on This Week in Madden? Why wouldn't our batteries die, Farls? Batteries are legitimately dead on this. They're dead. They're definitely... They're dead. This thing is no good.
Is that an iPhone or is that a controller?
No, what we need to do...
What do they have in common?
We need to unplug your cell phone that's charging.
Okay.
And we need to charge this one in.
This bad Larry?
Yeah. Can you charge this controller in from the computer?
Tech Guy would say yes, but Tech Guy's not here.
Does your computer do that?
Does yours?
I don't know.
I don't know.
You said you got the bad rig.
I do have a nice rig.
Will it charge it? Well, I mean that's the magic question. Will it charge it? This is what happens on National Live Internet, guys. You can never.
You actually can plan for this, but we just refuse to. The best part is we have two.
We have like 5 Xbox One controllers in here. Does it charge? Yeah. Yeah, it does.
There we go.
That's why you get a Mac. Is that why you get a Mac?
I think it'll probably work on a PC, though.
Probably not.
The best part is that we have 2 battery packs right here.
3.
These are literally what you use to charge batteries. We just don't have any batteries.
And we got 35 controllers as well.
Mom, send batteries.
Yeah, we would appreciate battery donations. That would help out a lot. So
bat trays.
So
it's so hot in here, too.
It's been cold all week, and it couldn't be hotter.
Sweating. All right, let's reset that from the top, because that was hectic.
Yeah.
That's hectic. All right.
GP
we can
Madden?
do better. We can do better. The chat's still with us, though.
Yeah.
The chat's still with us.
GP Madden?
Because every Madden player's had the batteries flicker on a game-winning drive. GP Madden wants to know, how can I take away a wide receiver who is beating me in Madden 15? So if you're just getting straight abused on the defensive side of the ball, they're just going after you with one offensive guy, how can you shut down a receiver that's crushing you? Let's find out.
Yeah, so, Farls, you're going to want to put that...
Boom. Right on the game.
You're going to want to put the game
flustered.
up there. Yeah, you're all over the place. It's okay.
It's hot.
Tone it down. Tone it down. Regroup.
It's hot.
So a great question from GP Madden. He wants to know, how do you take away a receiver or tight end that's really beating you in the passing game? The very first thing I would recommend is play any type of zone coverage. And then from there, you want to take a defensive lineman, or you could take a linebacker. And you just want to man that defender up on that receiver.
Once
so
again,
Farls, tell me how to do that.
To do that is A, up on the right stick, and then the receiver you want to shut down's icon. Here, it's really good against tight ends especially, so I'll just push A for Zach Miller. Now you see that he's manned up in his assignment. He'll track him down, especially depending on what it actually is.
Right, so in that case, you know, what is going to end up happening is he's going to follow this receiver across the field. And there you have it. You get a good pass rush, and their main target had an extra guy on him, and then that's where you can make a big play. That's one small adjustment that you can do to take it away. The other thing you could do is just try to manually follow him with your defender.
In GP, what I'll say is that if you're playing a guy and he's really focused on one target, unless it's like a Calvin Johnson and he's really hard to stop when you have two guys, if you put two guys near somebody and you kind of user them, it's going to make him take away your opponent's first read. That's the one tip we recommend in the print guide, which you guys can check out on primagames.com or on Amazon. Take away your opponent's number one thing you like to do. If your opponent's just throwing corner routes against you all day, if you literally just go take a guy and stand in the corner route thing, is that the best defense in the world? No, but it's the best defense for what he's doing because it makes him think, okay, well, now I got to go to my second read. But at least you're making a move, and you might get a sack. Good things will happen.
Great point about that. Go back to the game here real quick. One of the most intimidating things you can do as a user, so Farls, if say I always want to throw to the far right receiver, right? If you were to take a linebacker, not even to lead, take a linebacker and just go over there, and just be like, nope, pre-snap and just like float, just like kind of float around. Like, you've seen that people do this. There's a reason they do this because what they're doing is they're saying, hey, buddy, I'm going to take this away. So don't, like, you can try and throw it at me, and that's a terrifying feeling because when you see a guy over there like that has a real aggressive user defender, that makes you say, I can't go over there. I have to go to my secondary options.
Indeed. All right, here we go. That's a good tip.
Yep.
We'll take a look here at our next question in the mailbag. This one's coming in from Big41. It's a pretty complex question, but it's one we get each season. What are the steps to creating your own blitz? Now, we have blitzes in the winner's kit on MaddenTips.com. Gibbs has done all the hard work for you. But if Gibbs is going to start practicing on defense and, you know, try and find some new pressure, some new way to sack the quarterback, there's a lot of different things that go into it. But what would be the first place you start? Number one thing you want to do, definitely go into practice mode, for sure.
Right. So the first thing you want to do is you want to first take a play, right? For example, let's go to dime. Let's go to the dime normal formation from this playbook. And this playbook that we're actually in here is the Cowboys defensive playbook. It's part of our winner's kit on MaddenTips.com. And the first thing I typically do is I just take a play that is rushing 6 defenders. So in this case, if you look at like 3 double sky, or if you look at, let's actually take a look at DB blitz, okay? So I start out by taking a play with 6 blitzing defenders, and then I just run the play. I don't do anything. I just snap, and I just kind of see what happens, okay? So snap the ball, you see what happens. Now, what I'll then do is I'll go into instant replay, because I want to see how the blitz got in. So first and foremost, you can see pressure, we get a double team on the nose. Okay, that's a good sign. And then you get a one-on-one with the other defensive lineman. And then we get 2 free defenders. So it sends 6, get 2 free from this play. And
it's a sale.
So it's a sale on a blitz. So you can see, though, that they're blitzing from depth. So that's one thing to know. So that's the first thing that I would recognize, okay? Now, next thing I would do is I would say, okay, I'm going to take that blitz, and I'm going to take one guy away. Let's see what happens if I take this blitzing corner away. Okay, now let's see what happens. Let's see if it still gets in. So snap the ball.
Boom.
All right. Oh, he still gets in. Great. Okay.
Shrugged it off, but yes.
So now I have a more economical blitz. Okay. This is all about economics, Farls. Economics 101 when it comes to blitzing. Okay. So what's the next thing you want to do then? Let's try another guy. Okay. So let's take that. We put him there. Let's place DeMarcus Ware here on a flat. Let's see what happens. I don't know. We're labbing it. Got in. Economics 101, baby.
It's better than 6.
It's better than 6.
Better than 5.
Better than 5. So then what do you do now, Farls?
Maybe we should reduce it by 1 more.
You go again. This time try to spy.
You don't want to get too greedy, but you want to test it.
You want to test it. You got to test it. Lab, coats, and beakers. Got muddy. He tried to fight, but the offensive lineman recovered, got in. So now you're formulating, okay, in your head, okay, I know I can't. So you always want to test that again. So it's like, okay, let's just try that again. Okay, will it get in? You send 3. Let's see. Does it get in? It got in!
So now it's like, all right, well, now I can get it in.
I could get it 50% of the time?
A lot. I can send it with 3. It doesn't often come in, though.
correct?
But it does a little bit. It can still put the pressure on him.
Right, so that's step one. So we did it all on the right side. Then you rinse and repeat the same process on the left side. So drop one guy, snap, go. Does he get in? Double team, yep, okay, he gets in. Great, so you repeat that whole process and see how if you can get a guy free with rushing minimal defenders, okay? Then what you want to do is you want to try and make the blitz the best it can be possible, right? So that would include moving the defenders closer, right? So let's say in this case I'm gonna call press to get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and I would ideally like them to be like right about here, okay? So you move them closer, snap of the ball, see what happens. That time it wasn't 6-2 free, it was 6-1 free. So now
So while it's faster because they're closer, you had to send an extra guy.
It's not as economical, right? So now it's like, okay, let's try press to get them up the line of scrimmage. Let's see if pressing that spot will work. So snap of the ball. A little muddy. So it's, you know, while they might get in quicker because they're closer, it's a little muddy. So this is how we formulate a blitz, okay?
This is one blitz.
This is one blitz, and you can make multiple coverages. So that's one point of view, and that's, you can see this is man-to-man defense, okay? So you see the man-to-man. Then what you want to do is you want to go look for an identical play in that same formation that is the exact opposite. So what's exact opposite mean? If it's man-to-man, what does that mean, Farls?
Zone.
So go to zone coverage. Okay. Can I find a play that's very similar that's zone coverage? Oh, 3 double sky. It's got 2 blitzing corners. Let's try that out. Okay, let's come back out. Oh, one small thing. Look at the D tackle in the middle. He's actually dropping it into a zone. I wonder if that matters anything. Well, let's just try and blitz them straight down because we want it to be symmetrical.
Yep.
Snap of the ball.
I did a PA. I did a run play.
Of course you ran the ball. Of course you ran the ball.
I like to mess again. I like to mess with you.
Of course you ran the ball. Why wouldn't Farls run the ball? So snap of the ball again. Now, okay, let's see what happens here. Send 6, get 2 free. Now what should we do, Farls?
We should see if we can get economical.
Can I get economical with this blitz? Let's try it. Let's 5. Let's try sending 5. See what happens. Oh, I didn't blitz the guy. Oh, that's my bad. That's my bad.
And see, now you got to play that. You got to now you got to blitz. That's good, but I got to re-blitz the D tackle. Right. It's hard to get to him.
Right, now I got to blitz him. Okay. Now let's try it again. Economical. Heck yeah. Get a guy in. So you can start seeing how we're building out a defensive scheme. Blitzing, pressure left, pressure right. You know, I'll say this. A-gap blitzes and all those quick blitzes, they're always cool. They're always a lot of fun. They sound good. They sound like, oh, it's so good. And while they are good, this is just the kind of like the lesson I've learned over the years playing Madden. They don't typically last throughout the year because they're more of like a gimmicky style blitz, style pressure, right? There's ways to pick them up, run play action, things like that, cancel it out. You solely rely on those. I think you'll struggle a little bit. You really want to be able to get really super aggressive so that it's 3rd and 15. You know you're going to send a gastric bypass blitz that is going to sack your opponent, even if they block a couple people in the backfield.
Right. You absolutely want to have more. You want to have blitzes for each situation. That's something that you guys will get in the winner's kit, guys. Once again, if you're not familiar with that, check it out on MaddenTips.com. That's one simple blitz we just showed you, but you got to have it both ways, one way, left, right, multiple coverages, multiple formations, finding out the best guys to put. That's what we do there. We make sure you have all that information, and that is why the winner's kit is such a good thing for the community. A lot of people in there talking in the private forum, really big fans of it. We appreciate it if you check it out. If you like that tip, if you thought that was a good tip, type 1 in the chat right now. Boom. Boom. Reminder, guys, we are giving away this Cam Newton.
Is that good?
Signed MUT item. It's a physical, actual thing. It literally was handed to me by Cam Newton himself. SGibs told me to give it away if we got the 10,000 followers on the stream. So
I wanted to. Farls doesn't.
Hit that follow button. It's mine, but that's okay. I'd like to share with the community. I just want to know that it's pretty sweet. And possibly SGibs will give away an 84 Cam Newton quarterback.
Yeah.
You never know.
Maybe.
You never know.
I might.
You never know. All right, here we go. Let's keep digging in the mailbag.
Should we make people retweet this to get a chance to win it? Isn't that kind of how we should do it? I'll get you in there on a tweet.
Yeah.
Get you in there on a tweet.
Yeah.
And then, all right, do the next mailbag. I'll take care of this.
Cool. Here we go. Next question in the mail sacks coming in from the Only Actual. Farls, what are some good passing plays or adjustments in the Eagles playbook I could use? So, Only Actual, I have broken down the Eagles playbook in the Winner's Kit private forum. If you guys are a part of that, go view the video. It's got all the formations that I use. Used it to win the Super Bowl the other day in MUT, so check it out. One thing I'll say about the Eagles playbook is it is a lot about screen passes in those package plays. So you have the inside zone runs, you have bubble screens, wide receiver screens, you have fake wide receiver screens. All that stuff builds into one giant scheme that you have to work together for multiple formations. If you're not using one halfback or multiple halfbacks and swinging them out and hitting it to receivers that are quick and agile, you're not going to have success. So that's what that playbook's for. Master those trio sets. A lot to like in the Eagles playbook, but you really need that shotgun passing style situation. So that's what I'll say about that playbook, and we can have further breakdowns on that coming up.
Boom. It's in the chat, guys. Right there. If you want a chance to win this signed Cam Newton MUT item card, actual physical card, retweet that right there, that link in the chat. Retweet that. If you want a chance to win, boom. We'll pick a random winner later on. Got Farls in there as well. Boom. You can win this pretty nice looking signed Cam Newton. It's pretty nice.
It's pretty nice. That's why I like it. That's why I like it.
Too bad I'm giving it away, Farls.
I'm just happy that we got a lot of a lot of followers on the channel. People seem pretty excited. We do some good streams, so we love if you guys would do that. Must be following to win. Here we go. Puns Pride 99 Gibbs. How often do you use the protect the sticks coverage adjustment? What are your down and distances you like it, and do you use it with pass commit, or you just protect the sticks? Does that cancel each other out?
Great question from Puns Pride 99. It really all depends. What I've found with protect the sticks is you're going to have more success with calling protect the sticks when you have hook zones. Okay, so hook zones do a better job when you use protect the sticks, the first down line, compared to over-the-top coverage, where those affect the flat zones a little bit more. That's just my studies. So snap the ball here, Farls. I call protect the sticks, the hooks. You're going to see they're going to kind of go to right to the middle of the field there, where when you call, if you just kind of do an over-the-top coverage, I found that there's a tendency where the hooks will still kind of stay underneath.
And show that difference on the triangle on the Y button when you do coverage. So when you press the Y coverage button, you have the ability to hit YY to protect the sticks. And then you actually have the ability to go over the top, which is right stick up. So if it's third and long, if it's 3rd and 15,
protect the sticks.
Protect the sticks means play 15 yards back at the first down marker. In over the top, we'll just have your guys play over the top. So yes, they're kind of used interchangeably, but protect the sticks is more specific. And then pass commit is L trigger and right stick up, and that is something that you're going to see.
They can't see it because of the. They can't see it. Can you move the camera?
Yep.
Move the camera so they can see it here in the bottom left-hand corner. So just to run back through there. So guys, when you take a look at these adjustments, when you hit the Y button, you're going to see that you have the ability to flick the right stick up, which gives you over-the-top coverage, which makes your zones, specifically flats in my opinion, get greater depth downfield. And if you use the over-the-top, if you use the protect the sticks, that's better in 3rd and 15 situations, as Farls was saying earlier. That the zones are gonna play the first down line. Okay.
Yeah.
For you.
So if you have that protect the sticks, you can do that, and then you can press L trigger and the right stick up. That's gonna have your guys look for the pass and not and pay attention. So if you use those things in conjunction, you can have a pretty solid defense on like 3rd and long situations where everybody's gonna move back and play pretty solid. Do you recommend the protect the sticks, or do you recommend over the top? What would you say, consistently or like very specifically?
I can't get super specific, and here's why. This is something that we talk about in the winner's kit at a large clip for our defense of how we like to play defense. So I can't give away that actual specific strategy because there is a big difference between the two in terms of how you want to play your defense. So we can't get too specific with it. We kind of described kind of what they both do, and they both need to be used at different times in order to have the most success. But that's really reserved for our winner's kit owners, Farls. I'm sorry to do that to you.
Time to lap. No, it's good. It's good stuff. All right, here we go. Next question from Big 41. How do you stop the 0-1 trap? If you haven't faced the 0-1 trap, guys, it's a very tough run. It's in a good amount of playbooks. I believe I should have it in the single back ace for the Niner. Yeah. So the Seahawks single back ace has the 0-1 trap. How would you shut it down? Well, you'll see it's a good up the middle run. It's going to get you 3 yards pretty consistently, but there are ways that you can slow it down a little bit. So here's got to be the 0-1 trap. We're going to go right up the gut, get that nice alleyway for 5-6 yards pretty consistently.
Right, and The way I typically like to try and stop this. Let me first say this. This is one of the best. I've said it before on This Week in Madden. That it's one of the best 2-yard plays in the game. You need 2 yards. You need 1 yard. You go 0-1 trap. I mean, it's just you get there. You get there, right? But the way I like to try to defend it is the following. I like to take my defensive line. I like to pinch it specifically. Like I really like nickel because the defensive line kind of gets really close. 4-3 stack does the same thing as well. 46 normal does a nice job getting the guys nice and close. And then from there, I like to crash it down. And then, again, I like to pinch my linebackers. I like to get everyone in the middle of the field from here. So that was a pinch your defensive line, crash down, pinch your linebackers. And then if I'm selling out to try and stop this, right?
Yeah, I would not, at this point, I would not personally run the 0-1 trap.
Right.
So you've done it. I mean, you've essentially done it, and then, you're going to just...
It's still, for 1 yard, it's still pretty good.
Gonna get, yeah, it's a short yardage run. It's going to be pretty nice. But, you make that front, you're going to take it away, and then, you take your chances. Maybe you get in, maybe you don't. I've been shut down on it before.
Right.
You'll get a block shed from the defensive tackle. But the key is really that, they're going to let that defensive guy in and trap him in the backfield, and then you're going to try and get a gain. So
right.
That's what it is. But just by making that front, you're gonna have pretty solid defense in that area, and it's not going to be something they're going to want to run into all game,
And I will say that I think man-to-man coverage, the defenders react a little quicker to the run.
So you can see they kind of squeak the guy in.
But he's still Marshawn Lynch falls forward, good trucking. So I personally like the 46 normal. I think the 46 barrel do a pretty good job with it as well. So I tried the nickel because I know that's in more formations. But if we go bear here, in this case here, let's take the bear, and let's try this. Right? Let's try something like this. Let's try this. Let's see what happens here. Farls go. Snap of the ball. Oh, so and he got the guy in there.
Right.
And that was the key there. I'm looking for a big play. I'm looking for him to kind of get in the middle of the field there, make a play on the halfback. In this case, go again. Snap of the ball.
At least stop that guard who's pulling, hopefully, a little bit.
Right. And I'm trying to shoot a guy free in there to have some success. It is one of the best 1-yard plays in the game. We've talked about that. Try pinching your line here a little bit more. See if I can get in there. Snap the ball.
Bang. There it is. There it is. So maybe you pinch. Maybe you make a bear front, which you can do by showing blitz, and then pinch your line down.
We'll try that again.
You pack a lot of guys.
And I just kind of go in that gap. Snap the ball. That's muddy. That's muddy.
Yeah, and it's hard for me to get going that way.
Right.
So I like that. So show blitz, pinch your line down, and then the left guard is going to be the guy who's moving to the right side. So maybe try and go where he vacates. Good question there from Big 41 Gibbs. What's happened in the chat? Reminder to everybody.
I'm just spamming the chat for a chance to win the signed Cam Newton MUT
Tonight's
card.
game of the week, SGibs versus MUT Crew / Scomo in the game of the week. Let's take a look at that. Boom, there that is. Game of the week. It's going to be a pretty ballin' experience. Those guys Scomo has a very good team. Are you concerned about that at all? Are you concerned that your team can't hang on? Can't match up physically?
I've seen images of Scomo's MUT team. Pretty good.
Yeah.
Should I give people my roster right here? I have it all set up on MUThead. I can put it in the chat if people are interested.
Don't be a butthead. Go to MUThead. That's what I say.
Yeah. MUThead, I was saying it earlier today, how much I enjoy MUThead and how much it makes the experience of playing MUT better. Like without MUThead, I would feel lost. I would feel like I don't know how to look guys up. I don't know how to do this. Like, I love MUThead.
You should use it as a resource, for sure.
Yes.
For sure. All right, here we go. Let's take a look at our next question in the mailbag. This one's coming in from Two Fresh Dilts. What should I look for when creating a defensive playbook in Madden 15? So if you're going to go ahead and create an actual defensive playbook, Dilts, one of the things we just showed about creating a blitz, you're going to want to make sure you have formations where you can bring pressure left, right. You want to have a main run defensive formation, 3-4, 4-3, that you have pretty consistent plays with across the board. You want to make sure you have a cover 4, cover 3, cover 2, cover 1, 2-man under, and a blitz in every formation so that you can always be moving around and shuffling. That's some things I would look for. Some of the specialty formations, like some of the 46, some of the different nickel formations that you can't find in every playbook, I would add those in there so that you have some variety. Because otherwise, you can just pick a team playbook and have pretty much all the variety that you need. If you find the right mix, if you find the Colts playbook, or the Chiefs playbook, or the Niners, they all have different little blends. The Vikings playbook, Jaguars playbook's really good. They have 4-3, but it's in 46. So you'll find different stuff. So you don't even really need to make a custom book. So the only reason you would make a custom book is to, readjust your audibles, make sure you have everything you need, and bring in any formations you like that you can't really get in other ones. That's what I would say. Here we go. Next question. This one's from Oren. How do I throw deep vertical passes in Madden 15? So, nobody can throw downfield, Gibbs, in Madden. Here's what I don't understand, Gibbs. Here's what I don't understand. Every day I get one question from people. How do I stop downfield throws?
Okay.
Guys are just catching the ball on me. I can't make a play.
Yeah.
But then every other day I get a question that is, I can't throw the ball downfield. I'm just throwing too many picks.
Right.
Are these guys not playing each other? I don't know. What's happening?
Yeah. I would say that in Madden 15, it's pretty difficult to throw the ball downfield.
Yeah.
Okay? As a general rule of thumb, it's more difficult because the zones are tighter, they do a better job covering you. Really, you got to run concepts versus concepts. I would tell you not to pick a play that you just did there. I want you to, there's one play that I think is going to make you feel better about your life if you're not already using it.
Okay.
Okay? We're not going to talk about going downfield and user catching because we've talked about that for the winner's kit people.
Yep.
We showed that last week on Twin. But I want you to go do a gun tray formation pause. Gun tray, gun trips, not empty tray, not ideally that. Keep going right. Try that one.
Trio or
Watch your talk. Try that. Go down. Give me 4 verticals right there. 4 verticals, okay? And I say this because this is one of the easiest plays that you can use that does a great job at beating just about every coverage in the game, and it's really specifically the A route to the tight end. And then you also have to be willing to throw the ball underneath to the halfback on the
and you got to be willing to RB
route.
It too.
Yes.
That's key.
So let's first show you what it will look like against a cover 2-man style defense. So snap of the ball, get good pressure, get your tight end, and he breaks over the middle of the field. So we know we have. Here's the thing: can we get better? Can we get better reads? Can we get more guys open? Yes. But if you're just looking for a play that is going to give you some success, you can find this type of play in a lot of different playbooks. You can see that it beats 2-man under, right? Now we got cover 2 zone. Let's take a look at cover 2 zone, okay?
A little earlier.
But you still got, but still the same idea is there. At the same time, what I would love to see there is maybe check down underneath. You don't have to force the ball under downfield. I'm in cover 2.
Zone, he's going to pull 8.
Right.
He's going to pull him away. You can get that underneath.
Right. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm doing that a ton now. I'm checking down. I'm checking underneath, making those reads really important to this year's game.
Because it's hard to throw downfield.
Again, cover 3. Let's see what happens. Cover 3. What ends up happening? Boom, you got it in there. You could even fit that to the A, tight end over the middle of the field. I mean, a lot of different options. Let's try to make a makeshift.
But this
cover.
is why it's harder to throw downfield. I mean, look at this play. I threw a pick to Cromartie, who was in this same thing, this situation on a MUT game. So Talib, similar rating. I throw this ball, he breaks. I mean, he's in a deep zone. He misses it there, but I mean, that's a long way for him to track, and that's a nice break on the ball.
Right.
For him. So that's why it is tougher to throw downfield. That's why you do every now and then have to take what they give you.
Right. Yeah. I mean, just in general, I mean, one play is, he's having trouble passing downfield. If you start calling this play a little bit, I mean, it's a very beginner play, but it does a great job at beating a lot of different things.
Yeah,
and I'm sure you've been beaten by it.
Anytime you're going to throw on the outside like that, you're not going to have success.
Right.
If it's one-on-one and you just throw a streak, unless you got a huge receiver and you want to play a 50-50 game, you're not going to be that successful in my opinion. So that's the risk you take when you throw downfield. I mean, NFL teams don't really throw downfield all that much at a higher than a 55% rate. The quarterbacks get their ratings up from those short throws, and then once the time is right, they take a shot downfield. You need to know when is the time to go downfield. That's the only time I really throw in that area. Here we go. That was Oren. This one's coming in from Gone Kill. So we just talked about this. Do you have any tips for user catching as a wide receiver? I can't seem to figure it out. Gone Kill, the one thing I'll say is go into practice mode. It's going to make your life a lot easier when figuring out, the bigger receiver, the better. That's something we've told people every year. Go try with a big receiver. try different things, mix it up. We've got 2 tips in the winner's kit, one from last week, one from this week, about user catching, different styles of throws, different pass leads, all that jazz covered for you. So that's pretty huge, but it does open up some of that one-on-one game. And anytime you have a route that's going to win one-on-one pretty consistently, gives you a lot of confidence and allows you to, not have to work so hard in other areas. So that's what we like about the user catching. So it's worth your time in practice mode to check it out or to try and check out the winner's kit. This one is from Home Run Chase. Wants to know, how do you strip at the right time when your opponent doesn't cover the ball? I seem to get a false animation, and I think I'm doing something wrong. So he's trying to go for the strip tackle this season. So use plenty of new strip animations in Madden 15, and that's going to be RB. So I'll throw underneath the SGibs. You go for that RB strip tackle. Get a bad throw there from Hustle Wilson. Tough break.
Hey, that's the name of the game, man.
I saw it on Sunday.
Poorly timed. Poorly timed.
So you don't want to hold down RB like you would if it was SWAT. It's challenging, but there is some really good animations.
You want to be more so like almost trailing the.
Correct.
Let's try this. Hold on. Don't throw it yet. Hold on. Let me.
Yeah, you want to be coming in from the back and try and get that punch one.
Throw it to him again. I'm going to try and... It's really situational. I mean, get here, and like right there. Like I want to get it like going down the sideline there.
Right. And if you hit it too early, you get that whiff. Right. So he is correct. That does happen. It's not like passers. We could hold it, get a chainsaw rip, and all that jazz.
All right. So here's the game. Get over there, and then quit your juking.
Let me try here.
You might be better at it than me.
Yeah, I've actually gotten one, so I'm not against it. But for me, if I'm trying to force a fumble, I'm gonna be L. I'm gonna be.
You got in there.
I'm gonna be using hit stick, not strip button. Strip though, if you have a guy with a high tackle rating, Luke Kuechly, is gonna be there. The other thing you can do is wait until your computer guy gets really close, click on, then hit RB. You know what I mean?
Boom.
But yeah, you'll mess up. So that is a real thing that happens. It's something you got to practice. To me, it's not worth it because I've had too many whiffs in the open field with a fumble tackle. Unless I'm in a pile and just clicking on and trying to press every button, that's the only time I hit it.
I mean, what I do is I just A tackle all day. I'm out there. I'm just out there diving A's.
I hit stick.
Diving A's.
I hit stick everything. I don't have the RB down. It's not something I felt was like a good thing for my buck. I'll do it every now and then.
It's very hard to activate.
Yeah, if I'm chasing them, boom. But there's not that window that there's been in years past.
Right.
That's what I think. So.
Right.
All right. That was from.
Who's that from?
Home Run Chase.
Chase plays home runs. Chase hits home runs.
Chase hits homers. Chase asks 2 questions in the mail sack. This is a really good question because we get this a lot of the time, and with zone being so good. What are some tips for attacking cover 4 when you're trailing and your opponent knows you have to pass? If they use the middle and they're quick on the wide receiver screens and you can't throw short, how do you get a pass downfield against that cover 4 defense?
That's a great question. And one thing I'll say about this, there's a big difference between cover 4. There's a cover 4 that's really good, and there's a cover 4 that's not as good. So if you look at nickel normal, let's take a look at cover 4 here. Don't select it, but keep going through. And right there, that cover 4 right there. So because it's a 4-down line, you lose one zone that you might have if you were in a 3-down line. So you see you have 2 flats and 1 hook, okay? That's not a bad cover. I mean, it's not the best cover 4. It's okay. But if you come out of that and you look at a 3-down, if you look at a 3-down line,
come out in it or come out of it.
Come out of it. Come out of it. Okay. Yeah. So this time go to a quarters set, okay? Because quarters has a 3-down set, and you look at a cover 4 from this formation right there. Now we have 2 hooks. This is the diabolical cover 4. This is what I like to call moldy. This is moldy, Farls. This is one of the hardest defenses to beat if you just call this and you're basically saying, you better run the ball on me, because it's really, really difficult to beat because there's zones everywhere. There's 4 deep, there's 4 underneath. I mean, you can throw over the middle of the field, but there's hooks all over the place. Really, ideally, how I would like to attack it is to have these 2 quick patterns over the middle of the field. And then ideally, from a 5-wide set, what you'd like to see is maybe like a post right here. I don't have the right combination of routes. but you want those underneath crossing patterns, and then you want a deep crosser over the top of it, right? Because what ends up happening, those zones get sucked down right there, and then I have a space. If that was a post, I have a space right there.
Right, and it's a tight window, and
I need
that
a post.
is really the deal.
I need a post there.
What I do is the same thing that Gibbs just noted. So if he goes and picks that area, the area you want to target if you have to throw downfield, you got 2 timeouts, you need to go 50 yards, and they're in cover 4. It's challenging, but the area you need to hit is this. So here's how I would attack. I'm going to attack to Harvin. I'm going to sub out Harvin and put in a guy with better catch in traffic. But I'm going to hopefully throw the ball to Percy Harvin. I'm going to do this, and I'm going to get a better pass lead.
It's not the right post. We need a right post.
That's deeper post.
Right, correct. A deeper post. But what you really ideally need here, Farls, you need another. So like, you need. Give me Lynch. Like, give me Lynch here. Yep. Motion him out. Like, it would work well from 5 wide. Motion Lynch left. Like what? Because you need to pull that backside hook. Like, yeah. So like maybe a hook will keep that. Like, so look at the defense here, right? So you need a route that is going to keep this hook zone right here underneath, right? So you see the hook does a nice job there.
I want a post that has way more depth.
Right.
I need to that post is cutting at 10 yards.
That's not the right post.
Cut at 16 yards.
That's not the right post. We can find a better post. That's not the right post.
I need 16 yards. I don't need 10 yards.
It could be, honestly, it could be the 4 verticals post. I mean, it might not be, but it could be. I mean, I don't know if it's in this playbook.
And if I had 15.
Go 5 wide. Try that hawk slot post. That could be the one.
Okay, that could be it.
That could be the one.
You want to drive the deep zones back with a streak, and then behind the streak, post.
Right. I would say, let me see your routes here. I'd say I like the X route. Give me Miller on a slant. Maybe streak, yeah, streak.
I would probably do this.
Got it, right.
I love this combo. Hasn't worked yet, but I still like it. Boom, right there. That's where you got to attack, in my opinion, if you want to beat cover 5. Now you take a timeout. You just need one more play.
Let's talk about why though. So
why it works is
this is one part of it. This is one part of it. First of all, you're driving the deep vertical zone to follow that vertical pattern. That's number one. The bigger part of this is, if you rewind here, the bigger part is the fact that we have the underneath crossing pattern. So you see Zach Miller crossing underneath. So, yep, right there. So we got to look at the hook zone. See how that zone defender has to respect that slant? So because he has to respect that slant, he isn't able to get the same amount of depth to get to that deep post. And that's when we can throw that ball into that window.
You need some throw power. That's what it's about. But you want to find that combo. I feel like it can definitely be of service.
I don't even think you need a motion anywhere in there. Just snap the ball. Snap it. No, don't motion.
You do.
You don't need it. You don't need it. I'm telling you don't need it.
Right here. Because otherwise, 26 is going to come up and
try
catch
it.
and make a tackle like you just did right
Prove
there.
me wrong. Prove me wrong. Go to A and slant him. I think you can still get to Y.
But then the safeties aren't driven.
Works
every year, Gibbs.
I mean, yes. I'm trying to be economical about it. Give me one more time. One more slant.
I'm trying to beat something very specific.
Money. Okay. All right. I concede,
Farls. That guy off.
I concede, Farls.
Yeah.
Can you try streaking X instead? I just don't like the motion. That's all. Put A on a.
Right, but I'm saying there's other plays that.
Right. Not in this playbook. Like, I think that might drive him deep. That drove him deep. That worked.
It shouldn't.
Drove him.
It shouldn't. He should, because he already has 2 guys over there.
It did though.
You know?
It did. All right. Boom, boom.
Good stuff. Good stuff. Yeah, it's tough to go after that cover 4 sometimes, guys. Reminder: tonight, SGibs will be playing in the game of the week, a one-on-one battle against Scomo, who's got a loaded team. We're giving away this Cam Newton signed MUT card, possibly an 84 Cam Newton in-game as well, but definitely this hard physical card autographed by Ace Boogie himself. No seal of authenticity other than the fact that I got a selfie. Follow the stream. That would mean a lot to us. Check out primagames.com. You can get this guide. Comes with mud packs. Comes with over 40 videos, tutorial, e-guide, really good stuff. There's team apps on there. If you have a specific team that you like, you can get an app to show you some of their favorite plays for about $1 or $2. Boom, great deal. Here we go.
Oh, MUT Leagues. Great
MUT
question
Leagues.
from Nathan Broncos.
MUT Leagues.
Great question. MUT Leagues are coming in hot. We got the fine gentlemen over at daddyleagues.com. You can check out their website. We're helping us and hooking us up with some leagues that we're going to be getting ready to go. And we're going to have those bad boys up and running very shortly.
Get your applications in for the MUT Leagues. We'll have those in the chat in a little bit here. The application, you can log in and sign up. We've got a lot of cool people entering, so we're still working on going through those, but we appreciate you guys putting in. Eder9. How can you stop QB sneaks on 4th down? A lot of people going for it on 4th down against him. Needs to know how to shut it down.
Yeah, this is going to go back to a tip that we were going over earlier, how to stop the 0-1 trap. But if you want to stop the QB sneak in Madden 15, a couple different ways you can potentially try to do that. So number one, I would say that you first want to go to is a straight goal line and go to the play pinch zone. From here, what I'd like you to do is to pinch defensive line. You can do that by hitting LB on the Xbox One, L1 on PlayStation 4, and then down on the D-pad. And then here, just crash the defensive line down. And then you just kind of want to get up in here, get muddy with this linebacker, just kind of get in the gap and just try and make a play. You're trying to cause problems there.
I mean, there's a 75% chance they're gonna get 4th and inches.
Right. Oh yeah. There's a big chance.
33% chance they're gonna get 4th and 1.
Right.
If you do this, so it gets muddy, it gets gross, they can fumble. It's not a consistent winner.
That's right.
Winning play anymore. But yeah, you want to clog it up. Get that bare front up in the middle, and make sure you stand over there with user defender. You'll often get them to change. If you, in my opinion, if it's 4th and goal, and they go to run a QB sneak, and you stack the box, and this happens. So like right now, I'm just sitting here, and if you get this to happen,
you won.
Even if they score a touchdown, you won the game.
Right.
You won the meta game. You won the verse because you made them not do what they want to do. Because everyone thinks they can sneak and get the yards, but you force them out of it, which is pretty good. But I mean, I'm in my center there. It's just bad.
Right. And another thing you could do, you can just try run committing as well. So if you get in a situation,
also you can show blitz too. So yeah, because I want those guys squeezed together like that. Like that makes me not want. Yeah.
Go ahead.
And there, yeah.
See how he gets kind of muddy.
What Seahawks also have a great center.
Right. Well, the other thing too is, you know, 4th and 1, 4th and 2, your odds go skyrocketing through the roof.
Inches are tough, but yeah, 4th and 1, 4th and 2, like no thanks.
Right. You can run commit again, and people are saying in the chat, yes, definitely run commit. But as the year goes on, we're going to find a much better way, as we did last year, to be able to really feel confident in getting in there. And, hey, fumble, boom. That can sometimes happen.
1 every 10.
That's a win.
1 every 10.
It's a win.
We'll take it. All right, pack that middle. Next question in the mail sack coming in, J Petro 49. He's having trouble in his own territory. So if he's within his own 5-yard line or less, especially after a turnover, he struggles. And what I'll say there is, should you treat this area different, Gibbs, than you treat other sides of the field, or no? Like, should I be in goal line right now because I'm at my own goal line?
No. You need to treat it differently depending on what your offense looks like. If your offense is very much based on quick reads, getting the ball out quickly, you don't hold the ball any longer than 2 seconds and you get the ball out, then you can run your normal offense.
Yep.
If you go 5 wide and you kind of hang in the pocket, you move, you like to scramble a little bit, you are in trouble in this part of the field.
Right.
Okay? Not only does the camera angle change on you, that gets weird, but you can't roll out as far. You can't, I mean, if you throw the ball away here, if you get sacked, it's 2 points. So you do need to change. You have to recognize what type of player are you. What plays work really great in this part of the field? Well, one thing you got to think about is the psychology of your opponent, okay?
They're going to gas you up, in my opinion. I would blitz.
I
like the blitz.
I would blitz here, and this is coming from my perspective. I say blitz here because I want to try and get a safety, okay?
Right.
That's what I'm thinking here. So if the psychology of your opponent is thinking, okay, maybe some heavy pressure, what is going to beat heavy pressure? It's something I know you love.
You can either try and pick it up, or you can try and go deep.
But what's something that is easier to run that you run all the time from something?
A wide receiver screen.
Yes. I would say give this a shot right? Give this a look, okay? You know, you're going to get gas here. Every pressure, boom, screen, go. I would say this should be your first play call in a situation where you're backed up in your own situation. You're going to fumble. Yeah, awesome.
Worth it.
So, come out in that. If you see a look and then you kind of see something in DB's back, remember, you can still throw the screen against DB's back. The screen works better this year. It's not as, I would say, like, you don't get as much of the big plays.
Right.
It's easier to stop, but it works against more defenses, I would say, right? Last year was really super specific to DB's back. DB's up, you didn't want to call it, but this year you can kind of call multiple things. But you got to make sure you get the ball out quick because pressure's probably coming. Try a couple screens. You don't want to run halfback slip screens.
No.
Because why?
It takes too long to develop in
Yes.
your lineman pull and you leave it up the gut.
Correct. So slip screens are no-no. Wide receiver screens are good.
Not play action, in my opinion.
No play action.
Bad idea because the sack can be
halfback tosses, real bad.
People assume you're going to run the ball and like be conservative.
Call that sweep real quick.
They're going to gas you up and try and stop the run.
Why?
That's what they're going to do. So you want to beat them out of that game plan. And you don't want to treat it too much differently than the rest of the field, but there's a couple of things that you don't want to do.
So you don't want to call the sweep, and here's why. What if someone blows you something up like you got to the right spot there? Well, that was unfortunate. But you don't want to call sweeps. I've seen it far too many times in my career playing Madden is that, you know, so in this situation, what I'm thinking here as a user defender, I'm like, okay, he's probably going to run to the right side. So snapping the ball, I get really aggressive, and then like I blow you up in the backfield there, and it's like, uh-oh.
Just escape.
So what's off limits? Halfback slip screens, play action, tosses, off tackles. You really want to stick to something like quick little passes out of the backfield. I love me some trail routes, right?
Yep.
You know, a trail route that breaks to the flat, then breaks over the middle because it's gonna get underneath zone coverages. I love drag routes. I love routes to the tight end. I love halfback ISOs, 0-1 traps. You need things that are quick to develop because you don't have the luxury of taking a sack. You can't take it.
Go West Coast. West Coast is the best coast. All right, one more question, then we're about to play SGibs versus Scomo in a game of Madden Ultimate Team. Scomo's got a good team. Gibbs got a solid team as well, though, and of course we'll be picking the Cam Newton winner later in the show. Let's see who the last one is from tonight. It's from Pac-Man720. How can you quarterback contain just one player every time? If he hits R1 on the PS4, it contains both defensive ends.
I mean, I can show you a way that you could potentially get this done, but unfortunately what's going to end up happening is you're only going to be rushing one player at the quarterback, right? So in this instance, if you were to contain, you want to hit L trigger and then RB.
Yep. If you think I'm going to roll out, you do the new contains, L trigger RB, L2 RB. R1.
Snap, run or pass here. Yeah, pretty good. I like that bear right there.
Yeah,
it's pretty good. You got the inside there, and then you go. But what you could do to get the one contain, unfortunately, you know, you're not going to get both of them. But what you would do here is you contain, and then you could drop guys into zones, right? And now you have one contain.
Because what you're saying is, if you,
but then you're going to get pancaked if you do that.
This could be trouble. This could be trouble. Old.
Yeah?
House. Dr. Megan House. That was awesome. Yeah. So what you're saying is if you contain.
Yeah.
And you L2 R1, if you try and, if you put the guy who's in the contain on a hook, the inner guy goes to a contain.
The next farthest guy on that side.
Right. And that's really an ineffective position for that guy to try and get a contain.
Right, and it just keeps going down the list. Right.
Gotcha. So really only got to pretty much have two. And it's not really a contain, it's just a must rush and just slow down. Pretty much what you're gonna see.
Right. Well, actually, you know what? I just thought, just go down real quick. Could you go down? Could you go down? God, you're such a jerk.
I'm gonna.
Safety. So check this out. I just think I thought I might have discovered something here, right? So if I contain, okay, drop him, right?
Yep.
Man him up.
Yep.
Now I'm rushing three guys. Contain on the backside. The spider Y2 banana. Could you run a pass play?
I don't have any in this playbook.
Yes, you do. So that's one way you could do it. That's like jury rig, right? contain, right? And then, because the interior lineman does deep tackles, and they're not going to go contain wise.
And for newer players, the question is basically, you used to be able to just use one defensive hot route. That was the A.
Tough luck.
So you used to be able to just be able to go onto one defensive lineman and just put him in a contain. But now it's a new style of contain, so now you do kind of a contain rush, and it's 2 guys instead of just the 1 guy. That's how that works. That's why that question is important.
Great question from mstash42. Has anyone found an effective way to use the fake blitz hot route on defense? Well, there's one way that I would say. Don't think of it in terms of fake blitz, like
Bluff blitz, right?
like bluff blitz, but don't think of it as like it's gonna keep the offensive lineman like at bay because he's blitzing. Where I kind of really like it is if you do it like an interior lineman here, like if I do it on Williams, what ends up happening is see how he's or like a back. You do it on like a backside player. So now if you run a route with Lynch,
yeah.
So make sure he goes out on a route. Do a swing just so it's a little more obvious. All right. So what ends up happening is snap of the ball. See how he goes out and follows him man to man. I mean, I think that's really valuable. That's where that could be super valuable. Like, I just whistled really loud.
But if I run, he...
Well, if you keep him in the block,
yes.
Watch what happens. Block him. Make sure he's blocked. See it?
Okay. I'm working on it. I gotta get my audible set.
Right. So
he'll just rush.
Yes. See how he's like a mush rush.
Right.
See that? Right. He's like, oh, he did go on a route. Now I'm gonna go. So that's where that can become super valuable. Whereas that super valuable is against halfback screens, right? So like. So if you say you have a blitz set up, right, and then you have on the backside, you got to look at it. So say if I did it to like Trevathan here, Trevathan does it. Like some guys won't man up on the halfback, but say I have a blitz here and I have pressure coming off the right, instead of dropping him into a zone, and like because I'm like, okay, I'm really concerned about the halfback on the leaking out,
right,
rather than the flat. If you bluff blitz,
yeah,
you get bang for your buck because if he blocks, he'll blitz.
Right.
If he goes on a route, he'll man him up. Super valuable.
Only been teaching that for a long time, right?
We've been literally doing that manually for 6 years.
Right.
For 6 years we've been doing that manually, and now it's a tool in the game built in that does it for you automatically. Wow. Pretty awesome.
Pew pew. All right, here we go. Question from Michael Mack. How do you force a fumble without hit stick or square R1? Those are the 3 ways you would force a fumble. Hit stick's my favorite, square's my second favorite, R1's my third favorite. Question from somebody about how do you QB contain JJ Stars, L trigger, and then R1.
How about we just make someone's day? Corey Adkins, are you on Xbox One? He says he needs MUT players. Are you on Xbox One, Corey Adkins?
Yo, I need MUT players. This is a question for Swish as well. So Swish, when I roll out of the pocket, right, and I want to playmaker somebody, I hold down L trigger in the right stick. There you see A cut up field. L trigger, right stick. That's how you playmaker receiver, makes the guy moves.
Great question coming from the chat. Skilled white guy. He wants to know, how do you take away a route over the short middle? Well, one thing that people think, well, hook zones, right? Well, what ends up happening here, if ZFarls runs a quick slant, what ends up happening is the hook zones drop too far away, and you can still complete the slant underneath. It's a problem. It can be really frustrating, right? So if you go instead and this time I drop a quarterback spy from the defensive line, that spy is going to have a much better chance at playing that quick slant underneath because he's going to get a better depth. See how he sits right there? Bang! So that's a great way to take away underneath quick routes, drag, slants that are beating you underneath.
Boom. All right, it is time to play the game of the week, guys. Let's do this. Reminder, RT that tweet in there. I'm going to put the link for MUT Leagues in the chat as well. We got SGibs taking on Scomo in 1 second. You guys can all win this, but remember, you must be following the stream, and we would appreciate it if you hit that little follow button in the bottom left-hand corner.
Swag.
Time to lock up.
Before I play this game, do I need to buy this Julio Jones?
You don't have enough coins.
I don't have the coinage.
You don't have enough coins.
If I sold both Cromarties and got 30, I wouldn't have enough. I could sell both Cromarties. I could sell Reggie Bush. I could sell the farm.
You're gonna need it because his CVs are good.
Really?
His CVs are real good.
Microphone down.
Rip headphone users.
Microphone down.
Rip headphone users.
I gotta get my battery.
Your battery?
Yeah, I think I gotta go sit over there. That's where I sit and play.
All right.
That's where I sit and play.
All right, I'll narrate.
Yeah?
Yeah, play over here.
Okay.
It's more fun that way.
Okay, sure.
All right, we are about to lock it in some MUT. SGibs considering buying this Julio Jones. We'll show you his squad real quick. So let's take a look at that to show you what we're going in against. Because we'll stop once we get in the game and show you Scomo's team as well.
The real question is, though, can Scomo handle the power of the Wolves?
So these are some good linemen that we're big fans of. Greg Robinson, Todd Herremans, Mackenzie Bernadou. Good players. Gibbs likes Jimmy Graham out on the edge. You see he's got a Colston as a backup, so that's, you know, if you have a lot of coins, Graham. If you don't have as many coins, Colston. Evans in the slot with Reggie Bush as a backup, so speed guy. Charles is the main back. Ace Boogie, collectible, pretty nice. Delaney Walker has a nice run blocker with Dwayne Allen in the situation. Reese goes to tight end. So think about it, he wants speed at tight end as opposed to the Jimmy Graham. And then Deshaun Jackson on the edge just to really be a speed guy.
And I also, something I've done recently here, Farls, if you take a look at my backup tight ends, I have a special little package that I use that uses all 3 of those tight ends who are great run blockers.
Great run blocking is what you're looking for there. Defensively, Gibbs, you say that Muhammad Wilkins is the best D lineman in the game, pretty much.
For his value, I will say this right now. You need to go out and get this. This is one of the most important cards on your defense right here. This is Muhammad Wilkerson.
Clowney for rushing, you're a big fan of?
I use him, if you take a look at his measurables, I use him because of his speed, and he's got some pretty good strength, and I like him, drop him into coverage, but he still can get after the quarterback if I rush. 93 power move, 90 pursuit's great, good tackle. He's across the board, solid player. I'm not looking for a guy that is going to be standout here. I just need a very solid player.
Nice, nice. On the edges, you're working on your corners, but you got to like McCourty with nice zone, good speed.
Yeah.
Same thing with Browner.
When you're going best value corners for zone coverage in the game, Brandon Browner and Jason McCourty are the 2 best. And then every once in a while, if I'm starting to get attacked downfield, I have Antonio Cromartie and Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. I will sub them in on the outside if I get a lot of vertical passing game.
Just bought the Kuechly. Haven't really you tested it once, but
yep.
you love the David, so you got these 2 guys. They're pretty similar across the board, but those guys are 2 monster guys right there. David's a little better zone.
David's a great player.
Honus Wagner, you use her over the middle of the field. He's got
yep.
the hit power, got that pop in his
good
bat.
Speed.
Goldson, you have Landry with the pop playing slot CB for your scheme, and then you got Goldson with a hammer. Calvin Pryor on special teams with a hammer. Reed can pop dudes.
Yep, I got a lot of hammers.
A lot of pop in the bat. Big fan. Just grabbed this Chandler Jones as the team of the week.
Yeah, I want to talk about that. It's real important. If you take a look at both my starting defensive ends, they both are strong, and then they both have really good block shed for what would be a defensive end. I'm not so much concerned about their ability to get after the quarterback. Like 95 power move, 93 power move are good enough for what I do. I did have Robert Mathis. I decided to get rid of him and go for Chandler Jones and Arakpo because of that block shed. It's really important to me for me to set the edge and have them get off that line and get after running games.
I like your squad. I like your squad. We'll check Scomas when we get into game. You guys got to figure out how to lock in.
Farls, you really did it this time. Really did it this time.
Versus Scomo. SGibs was like, I'll play anybody, dude. I don't care. I'm like, all right, I got a guy. I know a guy with a pretty good MUT team.
You are diabolical. You didn't tell me that he had a 91 team.
I left that small detail out.
You said yesterday, you're like, all right, Gibbs, set up a game with Scomo, so I did. You said that you're going to have comparable teams because you're both, it's like the beginning of the year, like his team's not going to be that much better than yours.
A lot of people,
his team is 8 points better than mine.
Does people in the chat still think SGibs can win this thing? Can I get a 1 or a 2?
Can I get a hot tub or the girl from 4E?
Ooh. He has Paul Manning and Willie Moon at QB. Randy Bush, Martian Jones-Drew, and Earl Lacey at the halfback position. Al Sherman, John Jones, Carl Johnson, Sam Largent, Donnie Jackson at the wide receiver position. Reggie Gronkowski, Bill Hartsock. Pretty nice offensive lineup there. Jill Abraham, Otto Umenyiora, Walter Perry. Not bad. Not bad. Not bad. Lester Kuechly, Donnie Ware, Chris Bailey.
Oh, he's got Chris Bailey?
Al Cromartie.
Dang.
Dick Rogers Cromartie. Alan Talib. Bill Browner.
Bill Browner.
Wow. That's a good team.
Chuck Woodson.
Chuck Woodson's good.
Wow. Dang. Kim Chancellor?
Chris Chancellor with a K? Wow. Good team. Mike Prater doing the kickoffs. Ted Morstead.
The best is when people look at that on YouTube and then they go, "Yo, man, he's calling all the legends
that
wrong,
guy's
man.
An idiot, man.
Yo, man, that guy's dumb, man." My favorite was Jill Abraham.
Jack and Jill. And John. Abraham.
Gotcha.
But I do love it. I'll sing it though.
Yeah, bump, 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 bump. If I had one anthem, that's what it would be. Bump, 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 bump. Every time I walk into a room, I would like to hear that song play.
All right, don't get hit sticked.
Okay.
Hit stuck, I guess they would call it.
Oh Lord, I'm just afraid of his entire team. Everyone has a hit stick.
Probably, but probably not.
Is that true?
Probably not. Guys, this is if you want to check out the MUT leagues. You can join that. You can sign up there. Please fill out the thing like all the way. All right, here we go. SGibs versus Scomo here in the Twim Game of the Week. Gibbs checks down to Jamal Charles, tries a spin move, but he gets out there. Let's see what else we have going on. I'll try and identify Scomo's players the best I can. Looks like Haloti Nada in the middle. That's a pretty good item. Deshaun Jackson here. Potential streak. I don't know. I'm just saying things I think I see, but you got to like Gibbs' offense as well. Here he hits Marcel Reese, that tool.
Be a big
that
truck.
Swiss Army knife player in the flat, breaks the tackle, picks up the first down. That's, that's huge. That's a huge difference between a tackle, a missed tackle, a guy like Reese out in the backfield. Gibbs going with a high-paced offense here. Makes an average play there. 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10 here on the Game of the Week. Let's see. I'm going to shut off the that so people can view the game. Gibbs goes back down to the flat, picks up the block from there. Charles is Gibbs, one of his highest rated players. He is able to pick up a nice spin to the middle. He's goes to Reese over the middle. And Cam Newton, 5 for 5 early in this game. Gibbs going with the Tennessee offensive playbook. For those who are wondering, this is the gun split close formation. Charles felt a little slow there. Looked a little slow, I don't know. 3rd and 1, almost at midfield. This is definitely a 4-down territory, so either way he's going to go for it. We'll see what Gibbs goes with here. He flips the play. So now he's got everybody on the left. Going to run it with Cam. Get out of bounds after a nice gain, 5 yards. Here he goes back to the huddle. So that was a flurry of offensive stuff going on right there. Fans want to see you streak Jackson. It looks like Jackson got to go, but here's the thing, guys. Jackson, streaks aren't great. There's still a middle safety.
There's a time and place for everything.
Yeah, there's a time and place for it. You have a guy like...
We didn't look at his roster.
No. We should do that, though, after this drive. Jackson's not a guy you're going to catch in traffic with either. So
I see it.
I
see it.
It's
guys,
there.
I see it.
It's
I
there.
see it. Okay.
It's there. It's there. Once again, guys, Tennessee playbook. But the Ravens do, I believe, have this formation. I think the Steelers have it as well. So if...
Paging Dr. Sproles.
Darren Sproles, who had a big game on Monday Night Football. There is a nice game. Here we go. Gibbs on 2nd and 1.
So what I'm reading here, Farles, I see that he's base aligned. So I want to try and take advantage of that.
Blitz comes up the mid. It wasn't a blitz. It was just a halfback screen. Almost got you, but you got the ball out. Picks up everything he needs to on 3rd and 1 over the middle of the field. We are going to tweet this bad boy out.
We'll take it to the 2nd quarter.
Take it to 2nd quarter. Do you want to take a look at...
No, I'm driving.
You're driving the car? You're
yeah.
driving the car?
Driving.
Driving the car?
I'm driving, Farles, okay?
All right.
Team previous no play. Team no previous play. Duh.
SGibs driving the car. How are you feeling during the 1st quarter? I mean, you got to like that you've driven the ball all the way down.
Feel pretty good. He's definitely got a bend but don't break mentality.
Loving that spin move. Loving that spin move. Goes underneath to be a bad throw from Ace Boogie Unfortunate, because he was open. You could have also gone to the second level. Would have been a tighter throw, but I thought you checked down. I thought you did the right thing, and you weren't rewarded with a bad truck.
So it looks like cover 4, Farls.
Muni, let me know if that helps the other audio on Xbox One be turned lower. I just should mute it.
Love what I got here off this left edge. Block dirty for me, baby.
Okay, Charles picks up a couple down. Didn't give him any. You could take it to the 2-minute warning if you want. You don't have to. Nathan Broncos.
I love the number. I love the numbers I have on the left side of the field here, Falls.
Yeah, you gotta like a run or a pass. RB. Oh wow, yeah, X, yeah.
Good
so
D,
he brought it there. It was a good switch up from him. I mean, if you're Scomo there, I got to give you some credit. You've been playing a lot of passive coverage early in the game, trying to feel out Gibbs. Gibbs using a new formation he's never probably seen before. But what Scomo was able to do there was sneak in a pressure after not really calling much blitzes early in the game, and that worked out in his favor. Now he's got a 3rd and 18 for Gibbs. You know, this is a tight window. This is where Gibbs, I see, could potentially risk, you know, I feel like Gibbs knows he wants to get 7 here because he had such a good opening drive, but now he's in a bad situation.
I got to be ready for that as well. I got to pinch my line. I got to pinch my line.
So, take the 3.
Yeah, good D.
Good bend but don't break strategy there from Scomo. And, you know, you're a Pats fan, so you appreciate the bend but don't break strategy probably more than anybody else.
Yeah. I gotta know. I mean, what I gotta do there better is that I gotta know that 2 plays in a row. So like the first play, he sent pressure. I gotta be able to. 3rd and 18, I gotta block some people.
Yeah,
that was a big time mistake on my part.
2nd down, you had a quick leak, but once again, he hadn't really blitzed, so that was a nice change of pace from him.
Good D.
3rd down, 3rd and 18, you're gonna get the gas. I'm glad you didn't force a user catch and potentially throw a pick, because I mean, you're still ending up with 3 here, and. You know, he's going to have a chance to drive, but you got to count on your D, and that was a good overall. I
got to upgrade my kicker. Like now.
Yeah. Who do you got?
I don't know.
Graham Gano. He's pretty good.
His accuracy was shaky at best there.
Yeah. So you kick down the sideline?
Yeah.
Possible. Yeah.
Like the sideline. Like to get it down there.
That's out of bounds. I knew that was going out of bounds.
It's all right. That's how I roll.
I'm upset with the special teams, but I'm just here to announce the game. I'm not here to yell at SGibs until after the game. Boom. All right, here we go. He's setting up his defense, getting his RB subs all in the game. The chat is saying...
A little laggy here.
This is a head-to-head game. We got SGibs going in against Scomo right now. Perhaps we'll stop and take a look at his roster during halftime. Once again, 91 overall team for Scomo. So it's pretty nice. Here he's going to run up the middle. I think, is that a Jones-Drew? Possibly like a flashback Jones-Drew. There's a really nice Jones-Drew out there. Yep, it is. So that's a special Jones-Drew. It's not a, highly rated Jones-Drew, or it's not the low-rated Jones-Drew.
Arakpo is going to get benched.
Yeah?
Immediately for those shenanigans.
My favorite part about Brian Arakpo is when he plays the caveman in chess and he has to say that he's all-pro linebacker Brian Arakpo. Because, like, you might not know. But he's pretty good. Went to Texas. You got to like that. You got to like that. 2nd and inches here. He might take a shot downfield. You never know. He's going to pass. Look over the middle. Sack, lunch, sandwich. 2 guys. Is that Honus Wagner? And you took a timeout?
Yeah. You
want the ball?
Yeah.
All right, Gibbs wants the ball. Now it's 3rd and 10, so bad situation from Scomo there on his first pass of the game. Good pressure. Let's see. Gibbs goes. Scomo's coming out in 3 wide receiver set, 1 back, 1 tight end. So let's see how they align. Does he go? He goes with the gun spread style look here. He's got Gronk in the slot right, a really nice Gronk. Largen's got good catch and traffic. He's got the Julio. He's got the Calvin. He's going deep, but
he wanted to hit the crosser, the deep cross, I think, over the middle.
It looked like he was going deep.
I dropped to it.
I thought he might have been bombing it to Julio there.
I think he wanted it, but pressure was quick. He only had 1 guy in the backfield, so
pressure was hot.
Pretty confident that he wasn't going to pick it up.
I felt like he went deep. I felt like it would have had a good chance, but he had to still throw it. So we'll see. Clem Tiger, I call Bobby Wagner Honus Wagner. And that's a nice bounce. That
Honus Wagner.
Honus Wagner.
Mr. Honus Wagner. See? Real wise guy.
Honus Wagner's the guy from Prison Break who had his baseball card that the guy stole and then he had to go to jail. Honus Wagner. I think he also played baseball and did not smoke cigarettes. All right, here we go. 43 seconds left. Let's see what Gibbs decides to do at this stage of the game. Here he's going to flip the play. And he's got one time. This is definitely a possible field goal drive. Just can't be a turnover. We got to see how it shakes out. Scomo does get the ball to start the second half here. The pressure comes in the middle. Gibbs flips it out to Reese. Picks up a decent amount of yards. Hurries it up, so Scomo might not have time to set up anything. We'll see how it works. Scomo looks to realign. Screen pass. Gibbs throws it away smartly.
I wanted to try and just see if he was going to stay on that side. I thought he was going to set up and get caught on the wrong side of the field again.
Okay, 3rd and 3.
I don't love that second play call because it doesn't give me a safe out.
Right, it was just kind of have one idea as opposed to having like one idea, then it wasn't there, then you have something else that you want to see. Be the change you want to see in the world. Goes over the middle, probably takes his last time out here. And now he's going to need to hit that big play, deep post type thing he talked about. He still can't turn it over because Scomo has 2 timeouts. So if he picks it at the 40, he could get a field goal. So that's a risk, but you know, if he gets 20, 25 yards, he's got a real chance to make the play. Possibly had XD.
Yeah.
If you don't have Mike Evans there, possibly X could be open for a streak touchdown.
I don't feel confident with the user catch right now because it's a little
shaky.
It's
a little laggy. That's okay. I think he might just huck a bomb. Maybe not. I don't know. Jimmy Graham? I don't know. Interesting. So,
see, like I got no flexibility to make a play there.
3rd and 10, 11 seconds. I mean, you have to get out of bounds here. If you don't, so you really got to bomb it deep.
Yeah.
Or
I gotta play the game here. I gotta play the game here.
Yeah, here the clock. Your options are really limited in this situation because you can't get a field goal off. He's probably in cover 4. You're going to run the counter. Your lineman's not going to pay attention.
Maybe that means I got to get a better alignment next time.
Maybe, maybe not. Now, you're going to have to punt, which is fine. Did you just real punt or fake punt?
Never know.
You don't even know.
I know.
Do you have 99 punts? You did not have 99 kickoff. Kicks it out of bounds, which I do like. Because he's going to get it with 0 seconds left. So good work there by Gibbs.
That wasn't a good punt.
It worked for the situation. It would not have been a good field position flip.
Right.
Can we stop and see his lineup real quick?
Nope.
All right, after this kickoff, let's do it. I think the controller's jacked.
It's not the controller.
Is it you?
No. There's lag.
But like on the
there's lag.
The directional.
No, there's lag. It's you can't time the kick because there's a lag.
Right, but you're still hitting it weird left to right.
That's classic.
So Gibbs had a good drive. If you guys are just tuning in, remember, got 3 on his opener. Then it was able to get the stop on Scomo. Went into the half 3-0. Scomo gets ball here. He ran the ball early his first 2 plays. He's going to run it again in this situation, and he's going to pick up some nice yards with Reggie Bush. Once again, that's the flashback Reggie Bush. Really nice player.
We called someone by the right name.
I do that once every now and then. If it's like the 3rd string guy, I just call it because then they're like, what?
Donnie Jackson, Dick Sherman. That was all. Lester McCoy was one of my favorites.
And we got the TikTok here. Potential 4 verticals formation, potential sweep formation.
That's right from the winner's kit right there. That's wide trap, gun tray open. So he is using some of the winner's kit plays. I like that he's using that. It's one of my favorite runs from the winner's kit right there. The gun tray open, halfback wide trap.
Remember, guys, check out that winner's kit at MaddenTips.com. Hit us up if you have any questions. Twitter is below. Of course, you're watching the game of the week. We got SGibs taking on Scomo. Follow that stream. It would be awesome. Hit that follow button, bottom left-hand corner. Thanks. All right, so 1st and 10 here. Ball is at the 33-yard line. Peyton Manning under center. Play action fake. Does he throw the corner out? Nope. Throws underneath. Luke Kuechly cuts.
Play fake.
Luke Kuechly pulls the chair out from under.
I wasn't ready for that play fake.
Julio Jones.
I was like, 0-1 trap, 0-1 trap, 0-1 trap. You saw that I bit on the play. I like went into the line.
I did as well. It's a nice fake. Peyton Manning got a high rating. But Kuechly played that pretty nice. Kuechly still stayed back, played it back to front. I liked it. Honus Wagner, screen pass. Let's see. Does he get outside? Nope. LaRon Landry makes a good play. So LaRon Landry's at an unconventional position. He's playing third corner, even though he has terrible man. But Gibbs makes a nice play on it there.
Dr. Scorp talked about that gun tray open wide trap. So money. Guys, the wide trap in the winner's kit gun tray open is the equivalent of strong power buck sweeps from last year, in my opinion. That's how powerful that play is.
Nightmare question, when is the winner's kit update? I checked the winner's kit private forum for that. Usually every Friday since the season we've done it. Anytime we got that hot stuff, we put it in there. So make sure to check it out. It's been multiple updates already this season. 3rd and 8. He goes with the wide trap and Mojo.
That's the wide trap. See, you can run it.
3rd and 8. That's a good call. That's the power of that run.
Play.
Good play. Once again, that's in the Rams playbook from the winner's kit. The wide trap. Nice little run there. Cold Blizzard, what's up, man? How's it going? We're locking in here in some Madden. It's pretty awesome. Pretty awesome.
Blizzard.
First and 10. Gibbs brings down for the misdirection run from the Rams playbook there. A nice little play there. If you guys want to give that an RT in the chat, that would be very nice.
We are chatting in the chat. We are chatting. That's one of my favorite ZFarls line. Guys, we are chatting in the chat.
That's where you chat, you know.
You chat in the chat?
That's what I think. How do you feel about the clock in this situation? You know?
You always got to monitor it here.
It's tough. You know, it's tough. It's a one-possession game. He's got to get 3. He's entering that territory, but then you got to hold him for the TD. So that will be C. I also believe... Ooh, wow. Falls forward on 2nd and 12. For 10 yards.
MJ Dizzle. That was an 0-1 trap from gun tight offset. Another great run.
Another great run. He's ran that 2 times early. So once again, using the winner's kit stuff, hanging tough.
Knock 2 times on the door or something.
Knock 3 times. Cha-cha-cha. On the ceiling. Here we go. And under center, single back. 3 receivers to the right. Reggie in the backfield. And
big play, SGibs!
Stuffed. Now, 36-yard line. 2-minute warning. He probably can kick this. My guess would be
Prater?
He has the Matt
With
Prater.
Yeah.
If he's smart, he's got a Matt Prater kicker. He's going to kick it.
Matty Prater's got
We're going to go to the 2-minute warning, but he's going to try and kick it, tie this game, and Gibbs going to have the ball with a drive for the bread. He's going to fight so hard for the bread.
Fight for the bread. Fight for my bread, Argentina.
A little laggy. Could he miss it short?
It all depends. I mean, we could have he might not have a bad connection there, or it was good too. That Prater probably got good accuracy. So like I need to get a Prater because the accuracy bar in Gano was like not.
Literally bought a Prater for like 3,000 coins the first week the game came out. I had no coins, and I'm like, this is the best card in the game.
Boss move. Maybe next game we'll have him send the invite. Maybe that'll change.
Maybe.
Things up.
Maybe.
How do you feel about
Rip
that,
headphone
Fox?
users. I don't know why. Is that a real thing?
What?
Speakers just got destroyed.
Did we hurt somebody?
I don't know. Did we yell?
I don't know. I don't think we yell.
I think we just yelled a little.
Did we yell?
I don't know. Cha-cha-cha. What's up,
Real
Rice King?
smooth. Cha-cha-cha.
So you pretty much have all the time in the world that you want as long as you move the ball. Minute 45, 2nd and 7. What does Gibbs do? The pressure was picked up there. Gibbs leaks it to the flat and hits a big spin move with Charles. Hits 2 spin move with Charles. That was a big missed tackle. I think he was going to miss it with or without the spin, but it worked out in your favor. Now you got the ball out at midfield. Now time is in your favor because, once again, you only need to get into field goal range. Cover up the football. Can't be taking big hits from 24.
Getting field goal range with the lag is not going to be fun.
Cover up again. Marcel Reese goes down to an injury. You got a 3rd and 1 situation. Big, big play right here. Tie game 3-3. Scomo's 91 overall squad. Taking on SGibs. Gibbs running that Tennessee playbook on offense. Looks like Scomo has the Rams playbook on offense. He's going to give you the run up the middle with LeGarrette, and that's a 1st down. You're now approaching field goal territory. However, once again, yeah, you got to get some more yards to make it a more sure kick. He's going to take a timeout. Once again, now just turnovers and are your enemy. But you had a nice drive there. That Charles play was big in the flat. You guys, that's the thing about Madden is defense is better. Zones are better. You know, it is hard. People are like, well, it's hard to throw. Well, yeah, it's pretty hard to throw in the real NFL. Look what he did there. Check down.
You got to check. You have to check down.
Made a play with Charles's feet after the catch.
You have no choice but to check down. If your game plan is I'm going to throw 15-yard passes all game, I say, sir, good luck to you.
I believe Gibbs has an 81 overall team. No, higher than that. Probably 84. So he takes his 2nd to last down, 2nd and 4. So a 1st down here is huge. Otherwise, you're going to have to kick. But you got 2 plays to pick it up. I think you still have the numbers advantage in the box. Definitely not on the counter.
Yeah.
I would go on up the middle there. 3rd and 7. So he's not going to take a timeout, but now are you in field goal range? Can you check and see how far your field goal would be?
Yeah, it's 39 plus
4 is 56.
12 points.
So you need to get some yards.
Yeah.
You're going to just let this thing tick down all the way, though.
Yeah.
So this play is basically, you would say, field goal or bust, is what your mindset is?
I'm just worried about I'm not going to be able to kick it. Seriously.
Right. So can you get enough yards to get it?
Yeah, I mean, that's the game plan.
Picks up.
Do you call timeout? 4th and 1?
You just called timeout.
Yeah.
Can you kick this? You should be able to kick this.
Yeah.
Make it.
We'll see.
Give the fans.
We'll see. Hey. I got the leg to kick it.
Yeah. Make it. See, that's why I don't understand why you didn't wait more time to run that play. Because that field goal should have been the last event of the game. You know what I mean?
Because I thought I had a 1st down.
Wouldn't have mattered. What does it matter? You're not going to run more plays.
I thought I had a 1st down.
You're not going to run more plays.
Thought I had a 1st down.
But you're not going to run more plays.
Me? Because
Yeah.
I was going to run more plays, yeah. I was going to run more plays. I thought I had a 1st down. Classic.
Not the first game of the week field goal SGibs has ever missed. Short. Happened once against me. It's all right. Remember, he's got 1 timeout, 39 seconds. So he's going to, he can make a play downfield here. Let's see.
Classic clock management.
That's just bad clock management.
Yeah. It's a good play. Good play. It's a good play.
I told you he's going to go Julio deep.
He went to Julio deep. I lost the game. I lost. Tough game. Good game.
Is it best 2 out of 3?
I couldn't be more upset about the loss, but it is what it is.
I liked your play. I liked your play calling, but I'm upset at the clock because it's just awful.
What?
Awful clock management.
I thought I had the first down. I thought I'm going to kick the field goal, get out of here. Unfortunately, I can't kick field goals because of the lag, and that's the situation we're in. So you're saying I could have avoided that and it just gone to overtime?
Yeah, the game would have been over. Yeah, the game would have been in overtime because he didn't take his last time out.
Right.
And you hiked it with like 17 seconds left for no reason. And then you called the timeout, not him.
Right, because...
He didn't even use his last timeout. Right. You used the timeout. He would have had to use his last timeout, and then he wouldn't have had, with Julio, would have been tackled.
Right, but I thought I had a first down because he fell forward. He fell forward for the first down.
That was 4th and 1.
Good game though.
Good game.
Good game.
Good game. 6-3 battle. That's a good game.
That's a good game.
That's a good game.
All right, you send me the invite. Hopefully we don't have lag on this one.
All right, send it.
That one's gonna burn for a while.
That hurts.
That's gonna be a slow burn.
It does hurt. It does hurt.
That's where I needed a ZFarls to show me the way there.
Were you just lost focus, or?
No, I thought I had the first down. I thought I had the first down, but then I also, I thought I was like, oh, I can kick a field goal. Like I can kick a field goal, but
you should have been able to hit the field goal.
But I can't kick the field goal because of the lag. It's like I can't kick the field goal, so
fair enough.
So I should have been able to get more yards. I should have gotten more yards on. Moral story: get a first down. Moral story: get a first down. Don't even make the field goal a discussion there. Get more yards. Move on field. Like a little more urgency there. Like
yeah. How much is a Prater?
I gotta get a Prater. It wasn't about Prater. It was a 49-yard field goal.
Right. Anybody can make
it was a 49-yard field goal.
So guys, my beef there with the play calling was Scomo chose not to use his last timeout. Gibbs was letting the clock tick down.
Burn.
He was at the 39-yard line. Had to move the ball forward to have any chance at a field goal. Rather than let it run down and hike it with like 8 seconds left and then take a timeout
with 16, right.
Gibbs just hiked the ball with 17, 18 seconds left, still on the play clock. Okay, maybe he fooled Scomo. And then when Gibbs didn't get a first down, Gibbs called a timeout. So Scomo should have used his last timeout there. But Gibbs instead used one for no reason with 12 seconds left. With 16 seconds left. Makes no sense to call a timeout with 16 seconds left. Even if, I don't know. And then when Scomo threw to Julio Jones, he still had one timeout left. Because if he had thrown that to Julio Jones and Scomo had used his last timeout already, the game would have just been over. Is my clock beef. That is a poorly managed clock.
Didn't manage the game well at the end there. Didn't manage the game well.
Right. Your play calling was good. I liked the throw over the middle there. I thought it was a nice play.
Yeah.
But overall, I think the clock could have been better.
Yeah. And then I was like, I can make any of these field goals. Any of these field goals I can make. Can't make it. Not sure if he's playing again or not. But
do you want to run it back? We just do the giveaway.
I would play again. I would like him to send the invite because I wanted to see if that makes a difference.
You could have just saved us a lot of anger sharks.
Oh, Scomo's the man.
So he can't invite us, but we can invite him.
Hey.
Google that.
Hey, I'll tell you right now, that's why you get a Scomo.
All right, locking in here once again. If you guys want to... Let's see. Now, Gibbs, after all that, if you don't get a W, I'm going to be pretty upset.
Really terrible connection.
I'll be pretty upset.
Like that. Tough day. Tough day. AGA Joe's trying to explain it to us.
What's happening from a technical perspective, or?
Yeah, it's his Nat type.
It's tough. It's tough. Home Run Chase. Yeah, we can play some Sharks Bruins. I got it on PS4 though. I don't actually own it on Xbox. That's my friend's copy, and I just have to give him the disc, but I just want to install it on my game. Picks up the pass to Reese. Picks up the first down. Does not take a timeout. Just kidding.
Oh.
5-5. Gibbs was 5 for 5 on his first game. He's 3 for 3 right now. Scomo sends pressure from the right. Gibbs leaks it out to Charles, and the pass is a bad pass. Let's see. I'm going to have a sip of water.
I can has Fleener.
Jakester, they release different packs all the time, usually up for 24 hours, so you got to just check it. A lot of the times it's the weekend. I don't know if that's specific or not, but they had game changer packs in the middle of the week last year or something. So I'm not sure. 3rd and 3 early in the drive. I'm guessing Gibbs on till here. Probably going to go for it, even if he doesn't pick it up. But let's see if he goes with the wide trail style play, goes with the run, picks up a big 5 yards with Jay Charles for the first down. Scomo's got Peyton Manning as his QB, Warren Moon, Maurice Jones-Drew flashback, halfback. Pretty sure he's got Charles as well. Is running the Rams playbook from the winner's kit online from MaddenTips.com. Fades in the end zone, Jay Dizzle. Do you want to throw fades or do you not want to fade throws? Do you want to stop fade throws? Pressure up the middle. Gibbs rolls out, gets the screen out to Charles on the left, picks up 5-yard gain. Gibbs had 2 opening drives so far this game, been pretty good. Blocky wants me to give you an inspirational pep talk later in the game if you trail. See, Gibbs never trailed in that last game, which is tough. It's a tough way to lose when you never trail in the game. It's almost physically impossible.
So I can't kick a field goal again in this game. So just throwing that out there.
So score a touchdown.
We don't have to.
How about that? How about them Yankees? You could hit a 40-yarder. A 50-yarder's no sure.
You could.
Bet. Sproles picks up a negative 2-yard rush, 3rd and 7.
Did he really get negative 2?
Yeah. Weird.
That's tough.
That's weird. EJ, we do not work for EA. However, we did write the official Prima strategy guide for Prima games. Official partners of EA, so we work with them, but not for them. So check it out. If you're at Amazon, GameStop, Best Buy, Walmart, Target, all that jazz. Nice corner route to Goodwin, 98 speed receiver. That's a 96. Team of the Week card, 96. 98 in real Madden. MUT 96. Reminder, halftime guys are going to give away the signed Cam Newton card. Pretty awesome. Make sure to follow the stream. And of course, I'll actually mail you a copy of the print guide since I got to send it anyways. So hit that follow button in the bottom left hand corner. Up the middle with Charles down to the 8-yard line. This is where Gibbs' drive stalled out in the first matchup. It was a tight game. But
pound game 2907. My dude.
What are your thoughts here? What are you going to do differently in the red zone that you didn't do last time, if you had to say?
Score.
Nice, nice.
Very nice.
Coster, yes. Should work on the PS3 for you. It was designed on Next Gen, but nice. Cam Newton gets in the end zone.
That worked well.
First touchdown of the game.
First touchdown of the past 2 games. Farls.
First touchdown of any game.
That is correct.
Let's see. Still live. Still got the cam.
I can't believe it took that long to get in the game.
Preposterous.
That's why you get a ScoMo.
Pig stick. ScoMo was working hard to get the
ScoMo fought so hard for our bread.
Got him out there.
Scones.
Patient. His fans in his chat were patient. He's got the multi-twitch up. It was good. Iceman says that's all you do is throw short. You have no long game. That's, I don't know. I mean,
I do have a long game.
yeah.
Can't use it right now, though.
Jakester in the house. Jay Mills, Donut Will, Manu. Nice scrape to the edge on that run play there. Reggie picks up 2 yards. Keekly makes the tackle. That's the 95 Keekly that you get if you do the style sets. It's like Gibbs mans up the tight end there. Handoff up the middle. Charles or Reggie Bush, actually. That's, yeah, he's got the flashback Reggie Bush.
Flashback Reggie, and he's got, I think must be Captain MJD, I believe.
Flashback Mojo. Or like Monday Night Hero Mojo. It's a specific Mojo, MJD. It's like a really nice, pretty nice. 7 seconds left till the 2-minute warning. See if he gets the quick hike. He's got maybe, he's ran this formation in this game quite a bit. I don't know what he did.
0-1 trap, I'm guessing.
0-1 trap out of there.
That's what I'm guessing.
She Gotti in the house, of course.
She'd got it.
We have Curtis Atkinson and AGA Joe having a very intense and deep router conversation about port forwarding. 4th and 2, Scomo's going to go for it here. He's at his own 30. He's got, you know, he has the 0-1 trap. You know, he runs the 0-1 trap. And Keekly makes a play. Huge play on defense. Nice play. What was your thoughts there against the 0-1 trap? We showed how to show the
I get aggressive with it. I take out the first guy coming way so he can't get up in the gap.
I see. Looks like pressure could be coming left, maybe. We'll see if Gibbs flips this or if he runs it regular. Gives Scomo a second here. Let's see. We'll see. And Newton.
Like I hit X there.
It's delayed, not just lag. Like I've been taking hits with my quarterback that I've been trying to slide on. You got hit almost twice. Guys, if you're trying to slide with the quarterback, you tap X, you'll slide. It takes a second to start the slide. You can take some hits. I've been struggling with that recently. Let me know if that's better, Dugan. Good edge run by Charles. Maybe could have kicked it a little wider, but he held his block. A minute 15 left. We'll see how Gibbs decides to screw up this clock management. He should really just let this tick-tock, though, and be patient. No need to hurry up unless he really has him on the ropes. 50 seconds left. Gibbs with all 3 timeouts. Sends out Reese to the right. Is he going to run? Is he going to pass? IDK, my BFF, Jill.
I can't believe you saw him for the first time in 6 years.
You know? Picks up a first down. Now he should be moving, or 3rd and inches. So he should take a timeout and probably sneak it.
Here's the one problem with having a tight end at your #1 spot. You go wide receiver wing, puts a tight end at your wide receiver wing. So now it's still short.
I see. AGA.
Like now I won't call timeout.
Right.
Now I call timeout.
Yeah.
Like that's where I messed up. Is that where I messed up to the strategy last game? I messed that up. Like that was the almost exact situation. Like I'll call timeout, but now it's 4th down, 18 seconds.
Correct.
It's like the same thing.
Correct, because then he would have had a chance. But if he had only had 1 timeout there, he would have had to take his last timeout. Then when he bombed it to Julio, if he had scored a touchdown, you would have been upset. But the fact that he got a field goal from the 2-yard line is more upsetting because the clock would have ran out.
Right.
Nice rollout, hits Evans, corner of the end zone, goes up 14.
No, 10. 14?
14 for the end of the half. Shout out to Iceman. Iceman says I'm reading yours and their chat. I just keep popping over. I'm mostly reading our chat, but I like to pop over, see what the MUT Crew's up to.
Yeah, guys, in our stream, go to twitch.tv/MUT Crew and give them a follow as well.
Yes.
MUT Crew does work. Balls out!
That would have been free 3. That would have been game.
That was LaRon Landry.
LaRon Landry does work. So he's probably going to bump it to Julio.
Right.
So how are you going to defend that? You're going to put in Cromartie because he's taller? Back him off. So
screen.
Yeah, good call. Good call. So screen's a play that can go for a big game. A bomb to Julio's a play that can go for a big game.
Took out a slower corner there.
Right. Would you put Browner in at safety because he's huge or no?
I thought about it.
But I mean, at this stage, as long as you play 3 deep and get back with the middle LB, that'll work. He's not gonna roll with Peyton, so. Like, we got to run backwards so faster. Like, you got to get back with Wagner.
Yeah, I know. I'm just afraid of a screen or something.
I don't. Like, because he'll get behind there. Good half. A good half. What was the difference between that half and the first half?
Probably clock.
You got 7. You got 7 more, and then, I mean, that was a big stop in the 0-1 trap. You kind of knew the runs he was going to use.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
Hit stick. Who's 92? Harrison?
James Harrison.
That's a good special teams guy.
He's got a stoic. He's got a stoic. I got a lot of stoics. That's why I have them all in the depth, is that special teams.
Very important. I was explaining that to people.
Super important.
All right, here we go. Third quarter. 2-yard game.
I would have yelled at you there.
For Reggie. Peyton Manning orchestrating traffic goes for the corner strike. Throws it. Browner drops the back. Yet to get anything going offensively. Gibbs here on a big 3rd and 8. This is probably 4-down territory just because the MUT games are so much shorter. So the wiggle sticks. Is there playbooks? Not really. Giving away the Cam Newton. I will do that in 1 second here, Matty Gonzo. I am. Promise. All right. The winner of the Cam Newton. Random.org. Let me go and see.
Do we open it up to MUT Crew people on their stream too? If they start going ham? No, just our stream?
No, because
I like MUT Crew. I like them, but
I do like MUT Crew.
Not fair for our guys, I guess.
We've had a hard push.
We should give something to MUT Crew people, though.
We should. All right, random.org.
MUT Crew for life.
11, 2, 3. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Chick Liddell's right. Wouldn't be fair.
Would not be fair. The winner of, I just followed the winner of the MUT autographed Cam Newton card giveaway.
Never throw late in the flat, Gibbs. That was stupid.
Winner is Big Tan 35. Jason Tanner, Big Tan 35, won a Cam Newton card. shout out. He's going to win a. Did you get the ball back?
Yeah.
How?
What?
How'd you get it back?
You punted.
Big Tan 35 wins Cam Newton autograph MUT card and a print book. Good job.
Come on,
by
throw
him.
the ball. Good pressure.
What does the chat think? Random.org, pack UA. All you had to do was retweet a tweet, and then I just chose a random one, random.org. A button was open, Jimbo Graham. That's why you pay big dough for Jimbo Graham. Big coin. Big coin. Charles with a nice game.
Blitz League says he needs a MUT accountant.
To hang on to all them coins.
Ball is out. That's a game-changing hit. Good hit. Who hit that? Dang.
I'm with you, Relentless. I couldn't agree more. Bad clock management.
I don't try and waste the clock.
I think I recognize Big Tan. I don't think
Big
he's
Tan?
in here right now, but I think that's pretty familiar. Not sure. Other people that were close to winning. Almost
Kuechly?
pick. Almost pick.
Wow, Kuechly. That was a big time stoic on his defense. That was a nice play. That's what I get for spinning.
Playing like a goof.
No, spinning into it.
Yeah, you've been doing a lot of spins.
I gotta
Kind of addicted. You gotta reel it in a little
right.
bit.
I gotta not do that so that I don't get stuck like that.
Donut Will to stop Mike Evans down that sideline on the streak. Pretty tough. Try an RB like this. RB a little bit.
Just going to Julio there.
Julio Jones. Yep, you can get a Brandon Browner donut. Pretty nice. Clem Tiger. SGibs has no football sense. I agree. He also has no sense regular. He also has no dollars and cents for your dollars and cents. Tried the wide trap. Worked for him on 3rd and 8 last game. 3rd and 10 here. Slows him down. This be area of the field you'd want to go for because you're running out of timeouts. There. Shoot, D. Stewart. What do you got? Nah, you knocked it down. It's 4th and 8. You want to knock it down. So you shouldn't be mad you didn't pick it there. You want to knock that down because then you get the ball.
It's true.
Smartest thing you could do would be kneel 3 times and kick a field goal. Real tough.
No.
Yeah.
I don't do that. I don't do that.
That would put your win chance at 99.9. Horse and buggy kind of guy. Simple. You know?
Well, was Horse and Buggy 2 years ago?
Yeah. Yeah.
Spider Y2 Banana is killing for him right now.
Never throw late on the backside Venus.
Of
Spider
Spider
2
2
banana.
Banana.
Haloti. Sniffs it out but can't chase it.
On the backside.
I'd definitely like to create our own uniforms, Stewart, D. Stewart. Yeah, for MUT, just definitely like create our own stadium, create our own uniforms. I don't know if you guys ever played Diamond Dynasty, create your own logo. Would like to see more customization for sure. Something I've shared. I'd like to see more playbook ability to set audibles and stuff like that. That's one thing for customization I'm for. I'm for as much customization as possible. Indeed. If you have specific things, either areas, email them to me. Just going underneath, just dragging the zones away, just killing them 15 for 17. Gonna run it in with Charles for the score. We are willing to play best of 3 Iceman if you are. If it doesn't,
or do we make it a winner take all next week on Twim? We both have a chance now to lab against each other.
Yeah.
We both get a chance to play, right? Next week, winner takes all. Or do we do winner takes all? You play someone else from MUT Crew. You have to avenge, and they have to avenge. I kind of like that. Next week on Twim.
I'll play
the one game to rule them all.
I'll play Chase Plays MUT next week.
The one game to rule them all.
I have to get my Xbox team up or use your team.
You can use my squad.
Because otherwise I have to bring my PS4 squad.
You could use my squad. I would let you use my squad.
Losers wear suits. Motions. Deep ball.
That Julio is...
Caught that?
That Julio is something else.
That Julio is nice.
That Julio is...
If the chat
Oh,
wants
Chase plays
us,
PS4. We got PS4.
If they want... Yeah, I got a PS4 team, Huss. If people want another game, give me a 1. Give me a SGibs. If you want us to play a third game, type a 3. Type a 3 in the chat. T-Train, I haven't not used the tackle over thing in Philly. I mean, Ugh. Wow. He's got the arm thing. I tried it.
Cam Newton broken arm.
I've tried it, but I did not really find any plays that I was in love with. D. Stewart, it's a MacBook Pro. It's a 15-inch Retina. I don't think it's a 17. I don't know. Yeah, people want another game if you want to play.
Stonehands!
Stonehands McGee. Oh, yeah, a lot of chat activity here. Andy Wynn wants a third game. Feliz. Sean B. Dugan. Hit on the throw.
Did you see that pick?
That was filthy. That's just the regular DRC, right? Not the flashback?
That's a regular DRC.
There's a flashback DRC. That's freaky. Freaky deaky
I've never
Dutch.
seen that interception before.
The freaky deaky Dutch.
You got the Retina?
Yes.
The best
Denzel Booty's hitting us with Teen Mom updates, just in case. Ooh! Can you stay in bounds for just everybody involved?
What?
Stay in bounds.
Me?
Stay in bounds.
Yeah.
TikTok.
Yeah.
TikTok. You got this. Ooh.
Like that?
There you go. Chew clock mode. Activated.
Probably should activate Chew Clock.
What do you got? Can you go deep? Because
Huh?
people said you can't go deep. Can you go deep?
I thought you wanted me to Chew Clock.
I want you to... Iceman said you can't go deep. I want to see you go deep.
Is that like a rule? Like you have to go deep?
You always say if you don't score, you did not win this game.
I'd do that
You
right now.
almost never score.
Me?
Yeah,
Yeah, I
I
know.
watched. You can run it. You can pass it. J-Bo slice, now you just kneel it out. You don't take a timeout.
Yeah, I'm kneeling out. I wasn't going to score.
Why'd you take a timeout?
That's like natural. That's literally natural reaction. That's what I would do there. That was for Iceman. Good game, Scomes. What's happening?
MUT Crew said, I see someone is salty.
Yes.
I got the W.
I played better that game. I don't know what the difference was. I couldn't tell you.
Your defense held up better.
Yeah,
You got a big stop.
I got in better third and long situation. I got him in third and long situations, which is just difficult to convert, no matter who you are, no matter what you got going. So
Wiggle 6, try playing with the Chiefs or the Bills or the Packers.
I want to look at that. Can we get a picture? I want to submit
Cromartie
this
pick?
to EA, the Cromartie pick, because it was awesome. So we got the pressure coming. I got 3 hooks over the middle. He just
Threw a duck. Cromartie just comes out of nowhere. He overruns it. He's like, lurk.
What's the best image? Like
You want to have no. You want to have the
open it part of the field.
Yeah. Pretty good.
Can you take an image of that somehow?
Literally can't do it on Xbox. Literally can't do it on that program.
Can you take a screenshot this?
Yes, but it's not gonna be that big. I don't think is the problem.
Can someone figure out a way to make this so I can submit this to EA? Because this is sick.
Let me take us off of it. They also might not let you use a MUT. I don't know though. Not
Really?
sure.
Oh, because people are going to be like, wait, Roger's
Oh,
Cromartie.
come on. They're going to get
He's
so
not
mad.
Roger Cromartie's not on
Oh,
there.
yeah, he's so dumb, man. So dumb.
Yeah. Haters.
I got it. I capped it.
Okay.
I did cap it.
VCDX screenshotted it. All right. So what do we? We're gonna save this game for next week. Is that what we're doing?
No, I think maybe we run it back.
Run it back? Yeah.
We'll run it back next week.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. We run it back next week. I personally think that Scomo should bring in his henchmen. I'm gonna bring in you, my henchman, and it's gonna be a battle of the henchmen. How's that sound? Is that good?
Shout out to MUT Crew for the good games tonight.
Shout out to the MUT Crew.
Killer, we could only get one. I mean, we basically spent an entire game's worth of time getting invites.
Tough on Scomo for that. Oh, who posted that picture?
P. Carrera.
Boom.
But it's like
a little blurry. It's not the best. It's because it's from the screen.
it's cool. It's
Yeah.
good. Cool screen. Cool screen. Sick play.
Yeah. Really special shout out to guys, MUT Crew. I don't know why they're not a mod in our chat. You can see them in the chat right there, MUT Crew. Make sure you check them out, guys. Go over to twitch.tv/MUT Crew. What you're going to find on their channel, a lot of giveaways, a lot of MUT one-on-one tips, helping you find cards, acquire cards, things like that. Good strategies when it comes to that. So make sure you check them out. Give them a follow as well. They got a lot of good things going on. They got a bunch of people that stream over there. I know Scomo. We got Chase Plays Madden. E-Rock. Yeah, E-Rock. A couple other guys too. So check out what they're doing. Good stuff over there. And we'll basically end that right now.
Sounds good to me.
See you next
Guys,
week.
remember, hit us up on Twitter with your questions, @MaddenBible, @SGibs7. Until next time, once again, thanks a lot to the MUT Crew for checking it out. Hit the follow button on the stream. Congrats to Big Tan 35 for winning this card. And great games, great tips, good night. Until next time, remember, lock up. Peace out.